Hi everyone!
Hey everybody!
This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace. I am here with Ramblin Mike and Danny from Northern Comfort Tarot.
How's it going?
We are here to do mini readings for a minimum donation of $30. Everything is in the description box, y'all, so I know we'll probably give it a few minutes before, so people can hop on before I do the whole spiel. And so if you are interested in getting a personal reading, is anyone in the chat or anyone watching yet?
No, not yet.
All right, so we'll give it a second. I'll go ahead and share to my Facebook.
Hey, Fiery Temperance, how's it going?
Hi.
She's saying hi, Mike.
Hey, glad you're here tonight. Thank you for tuning in.
So how this works, everything is in the description box if you are interested in the process of getting a personal read from all three of us. So we're really excited to be all working together. It's been a great vacation so far. So all you have to do is go to the PayPal link down below and donate the minimum $30. Your name will go on a list, and as we get to you, we will call out your name. Please have your question ready so that when we get to you, all of us can start pulling your cards and we can get to as many people as possible. So make sure that you like this video, share with your friends. Let's get these messages rolling, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna share to Facebook real quick if y'all wanna say anything.
I took a look, Darcy, on my PayPal about 30 minutes ago. I didn't see your donations, so I'll take a look again. But
And Miss Ellie is up first.
Miss Ellie.
Miss Ellie.
hope this doesn't ruin my thing.
Alright, Ellie said she's on her phone, so Dewey might do the link.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks so much, Dewey.
Yes, thank you. So Ellie has already made her donation, so we'll go ahead and get started on, what does it say?
I can't see my shit.
Oh. Oh no.
I'll go and check over there. I think I did it over there. I'll get a hold of you. I'll pay for you, Darcy, and then I'll get a hold of you later, and then we'll find
Okay.
out how that's gonna pan out. So
Alright.
you're good.
We'll work it out.
We'll just keep you on the list. How's that?
Okay, so Ellie's first. So if Ellie, can you go ahead and post your question, baby? We hope everyone is doing well tonight. Danny is going to be keeping track of the comments and the donations as they come in. So
Okay, Ishtar, I'm going to refresh and check and see what came in. On PayPal right now, that's not easy. 1060. Gmail?
Gmail, yeah. Let's see. Okay, I have Anna on the list too.
Just bear with us. Usually the first 3 minutes suck anyway, so.
Okay.
Okay, so we have Anna and Eleanor Stout.
Okay.
That's all we have, you guys.
There's a donation. Thank you right there.
Oh, there we go.
Thank you.
Very kind of you.
Who is
Fiery
it?
Temperance.
Fiery Temperance.
Fiery Temperance. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. All right. Is Ellie in yet?
Ellie, let's see if we have your question. Ellie, can you post your question real quick, please, love?
If she's
Or Dewey? if you know her question, or we can go with Darcy.
Yeah, we can go with Darcy if she's not in the chat yet. Who's the yellow?
That's fire temperance.
Oh, who's the other one?
That's fire temperance.
Oh, they're both? Oh, okay.
She added the extra 10. She gave
Oh,
me.
nice. All right. So, Darcy, so Ellie hasn't posted yet,
No, Darcy,
Okay.
you can post your question,
Yeah.
and we'll do you first.
and then we'll move to Ellie.
Yeah, and then when
she-
Ellie comes on, Ellie can post her question right away, and then we'll do her in order, in sequence.
Yeah. Okay, I'll text her. right
And
now.
is fiery temperance reading?
Fiery Temperance. What's your first name, Fiery Temperance? Oh, we don't need it, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just fiery temperance.
Yeah, so you're on, you're number 4 in
Yeah.
the list.
Nice.
Yeah, have your questions ready, and then when we call you, you can copy, cut, and paste it into the comment section. It says pending because it's Canadian. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the e-check thing. That's all right, Darcy, I'll put it up for you, and then, I'll just wait forever. Because I know the struggle.
Do we have a question yet?
We don't go with Darcy. Darcy?
All right, guys, we need to make sure that when we get to your name and your name is called, to have those questions ready, please, so
Mhm.
we're not wasting time waiting around.
And then Ellie, whenever you can, and like you just put that question up,
Yeah.
and then I'll scroll up and get it. You know, if you can pull over right now or something, or it's okay, Ellie.
It's okay.
We
No
still we
worries.
still love you. That ain't gonna change anything. We ain't
Should
no
we
hate-
just go ahead and pull?
We ain't no haters. Yeah, I guess.
But Darcy's in the room.
Darcy's in the ring.
Okay. What does Darcy need to know right
What does Darcy need to know right now? I feel like I'm on the way, even though I don't know exactly where it is. I've been alone though, and really rough ride of a few years, and my best friend and I were together on and off with Scorpio. He's in a bad way. What's your question, Darcy? If you can fit it in a sentence, that'd be kind of cool. Thank you, Claire. We'll put you on the list.
Thank you, Claire.
Ellie has her question up now.
Okay.
Should you see him? The question is, should you see him? He's in a bad way. Should I see him? Okay, sounds good. I'm gonna start that over here.
Yeah,
I got way too much. But yeah, and Ellie's got her stuff out, so.
Okay, so her question is, he's going through a rough time. She wants to know if she should see him.
She should see him. He wants to see her.
Mm. Okay, so.
Hmm. Never seen some repeats over it. No confirmations. Well, from what's happening, he's definitely here. We got the Knight of Swords. He's coming in hot. coming in real hot, Darcy, and like you were saying, he wants to see you, but with the 7 of Wands, there might be a little abrasion, right?
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm picking up too, just like,
Abrasion and some hard work, you know, to kind of get over some bumps,
mm-hmm.
kind of slow him down a bit, I think, would be a good way of kind of framing
Yeah.
it. But the sun is shining,
Right.
you know, if you're willing to do some work with them,
Mhm.
calm them down a bit. And then I also have the 4 of Wands as well. What do you got?
Yeah, so I have the very soon card. Clearly decide what you want now so that it comes in. So what I'm really getting is, what are you hoping to get out of this conversation if you do meet up with him? I feel like if you do give this conversation or this meeting a chance, then you need to be very, very clear and straight to the point. Yes, you have a very deep connection with this person, and you want to have that clarity about what he's actually trying to offer. But with the Tower card being here, it could just be a very unexpected meeting. But I also feel like you're going to find out some truths about what's really happened in the separation. But also understand, it's not either you or him are not being completely honest with what has happened during that separation. So just be aware of that when that happens. But overall, I mean, I do feel that really strong connection, but there are hiccups. And with the Fool card being here, you know, I feel like he's just trying to listen to his emotions the best he can right now with what he's going through mentally.
Yeah, I have a very interesting spread. It is the 2 of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil, and the Ace of Cups at the end of it. So this says to me that it's probably very much some kind of divine relationship. There's no doubt about it. And we all know that those are all about us, not about him, and loving on ourselves more than that burning love that we have for the other one. Definitely a lot of passion involved in this. You know, these are all divine relationships with the Devil card right there. They're a little upside down at this particular point in time, but definitely the wheel is spinning in an upward direction for you. And of course that has to do, you said Scorpio, so Scorpio's involved with the Wheel of Fortune right there. 2 of Cups says to me that, you know, you guys are meeting up. I like the healing caduceus right there, but 8 of Swords says that somebody's all up in their head about it, you know. Eyes wide open with the Devil, of course. Ultimately, I have the Ace of Cups that's coming out here. It's a nice love spread. Ultimately, it looks to me like you two are going to figure it out. It's really what I got right here. Let's throw a love card on this for Darcy, please. Codependency came out with the Devil card right there, so... You know, codependency on your part can do with, oh, I can't live without him. Yes, you can, and you are.
Yeah.
And as you heal yourself and those abandonment issues and insecurities, it helps the other one to heal those codependency issues in their world, where they're probably drinking, drug, and running around acting like a fool and all of that. That's nice. So love on yourself first right here. Eyes wide open. It definitely looks divine. Looks like the world, you know, the wheel wants to spin in an upward direction for you. And as I said that, of course, the Trust card came out. Trust, you know, this situation's calling for you to have faith. Faith is a verb. Faith is an action word. Faith acts like you already have it the way that you want it. One more on this, please. I see a divine union here that's the wheels turning right in the middle. It's my middle card in all of this. And then I got a very soon card that came out, which at the end of the spread is the Ace of Cups. This is your Scorpio. It's the water energy. And the 2 of Cups. It's really beautiful. I wouldn't say that your friend's there yet, but go ahead and continue to love on yourself. Eyes wide open. You're dealing with the divine right here, in my opinion. Hope you got something out of that.
I also want to say too, just be open and open with having this conversation, but be very clear about what your boundaries are too, so that you don't fall into that codependent cycle again. Okay?
Yeah, it's all about self-love. Bottom of the deck was reconciliation did come out very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. It's a nice spread, it really is. Getting better and better every day is what I see right here.
All right, Michelle, I got you on the list too, babe.
Okay,
All
Ellie's,
right.
I'm just gonna grab Ellie's
Ellie?
question here. She posted it, so I'm just gonna.
And then Anna will be next, so go ahead and get your question ready, honey.
There is 6 on the list now. Ellie says, what do the guides have for us as Dewey and I come together? We are working on letting go of financial concerns and how we will actually be in our own place together. Love you guys.
We love you, Ellie. Something serious. You and Dewey.
Mhm.
Everything's gonna be great. I know it. Alright, what was Dewey gonna
What do the guides have for us as Dewey and I come together? Ooh. One more, please. I don't know. I think there's enough, might be a little too much passion coming in here for you guys. Looks like you're gonna spend some really intimate time alone. Okay?
I already know that confirmation.
Lots of whispering in dark places.
I didn't tell him anything, I swear.
I don't know, that devil card looks pretty, you're gonna get some basic instinct. I'm gonna get some clarification on this, please, Spirit. You go ahead.
Okay, so I mean, honestly, I feel like, you know, and I understand, and Mike and I have been having this conversation too about, you know, the manifestation of money and that relationship with money, right? But I almost feel with the codependency card coming out and love yourself first with the finances and career, we have healing family issues on the bottom of the deck. So I kind of feel like right now you need to assess like what it was like growing up for both of you and what were your family's relationship with money, and make sure that you're not repeating those same cycles or having that same belief system around money and finances, because honestly this has nothing to do with your family or how y'all grew up. This is about y'all's storyline together. I feel like there's, you know, obviously this passionate new beginning that we keep talking about and y'all working together. That's obviously a theme that keeps coming up for y'all. But you have to trust your heart and your emotions when it comes to releasing these mental cycles about not having enough or not being provided for, and just going blindly into this new chapter. Because with the Knight of Swords being here, it's like knowing what you have to do and just acting quickly, standing up for yourself, and despite what everyone in this world is trying to tell you or trying to condition you to believe, all your hopes and dreams are here. So start working, and you know, we've done the regression. Make sure that you're going inward and focusing on that stuff that you need to heal, and breaking those karmic cycles with your relationship with money and using that law of attraction. You already have the opportunities that you need waiting on you when you arrive, right? So understand both of you have this capability and there's nothing stopping you. It's all about your mindset and your perception. So make sure that you're breaking away from feeling any lack or limitation when it comes to the opportunities that are ahead for you.
Yeah, I really picked up that money thing too, with like the world card and everything here. You're gonna have, there's gonna be a point, like you'll come together, it'll be super passionate and stuff, but there'll be a point where like the honeymoon necessarily be over. It's just you'll have to sit down and start talking together. with regards of finances and how we want to move forward and staying away from those like the way things were when you grew up and building your own kind of empire, right? Building how you want to move forward with the money that you do have, the money that you've saved, and basically, that's what I see the King of Swords, like you're standing firm together, right? You're talking with passion towards each other and towards your future, but you're really trying to build that solid foundation with the King of Swords. And that communication has to stay open and like speak from the heart, Nine of Cups, but also kind of keep things in line and see that carrot that you guys want to achieve, right, in the future. That's going to turn your world around. You got the Lover's card, the Strength card, the Queen of Cups, you know, your hearts are opening up to each other, and the Ace of Wands, like that's all about passion. From what I see on this end, you guys are going to do good because you have that foundation, right? And this is the Union card, the Three of Cups that Mike talks about, and taking that leap of faith because you put into action, Ellie,
Right.
that you are moving towards Dewey, right? The universe heard that, and they're going to step up. So when it comes to, you know, worrying about finances and shit, you need to just drop it, right? You need to understand and believe that, you know, the universe will provide for this. It's a divine connection. You guys have been guided into each other's lives out of freaking thin air, right? Out of, like, it was a magical connection. We've seen it unfold before us. So yeah, you just take that one step at a time. Make sure you guys keep talking and keeping it real while you're having some fun.
Yep, exactly.
Hey Ellie, I got amazing cards for you here. Out of my 5 cards that I pulled out, 4 of them are major arcana. And the first one is the Hierophant, you know, which is the institution of the sacred. It is you know, and the wedding card came out here as well. And the true love came out as well. But on a down note, I do got codependency that showed up as well.
Twice.
So definitely, you know, learn to codependency. Like I said, generally for many is, oh, I can't live without him. Yes, you can, and do what's best for you. Because this wedding card can talk with me about somebody that may have some commitment issues. You know, because I got old sacred feminine, she's all googly-eyed looking at old sacred masculine there, and he's looking down at the altar like, oh my God, that's the altar down there, you know. And I got the Tower that came out next, so that can talk about sudden change coming in, possibly with this person healing themselves of this commitment issues and all of that. Because I do have the Princess of Wands. She comes out next about a passionate new beginning, something that you have wanted for a while. A beautiful Sun card that comes out, soulmates, twin flames, life partners, energy with that. I mean, who doesn't love the Sun card coming out? May still be some problems right here because of that Tower card. You know what I'm talking about. Let's build on a nice firm foundation right here. And ultimately the outcome I got here is the High Priestess, which is that card of intuition, psychic abilities, you know, the dreamer. It is about a spiritual awakening and flying higher because of these unions that we have with each other. And this is a past life relationship right here. These ones are challenging because we don't know what happened in past lives. But yet that vibration still comes over. So there is a lot of forgiveness and a lot of balancing and clearing of karma that needs to take place right here. But I do like it. I love the Sun on the spread. I love the High Priestess. Everybody going to be flying high. The Hierophant right there, the institution of the sacred. This is a situation that both of you signed up in the 5D to come play with each other again. Because of the true love, the romance of a lifetime right here. But there still may be some issues that need to be taken care of, you know, and that is it right there, huh? always about loving yourself more than that burning love you have for this divine right here. You're turning the tides, and ultimately we got the sun and the high priestess as the outcome here, and probably going to marry this fellow. You know that, right?
Oh,
You know
Yeah,
that, right?
yeah, we
You know
know that coming.
You know.
That fella's moderating right now.
Yeah. And I will say too, just because I love you guys so much and I've always been brutally honest with y'all, normally when I tap into y'all's energy, it's this very expansive love energy field. Right now, I'm feeling a lot of resistance. So I don't know if there's a lot of fear because of the money issues for, you know, the steps that you're about to take, because, you know, it's happening very soon. So if there is any cold feet, just remember why you're making this change, right? And just stay focused on what you have together and what you can accomplish together, right? Instead of focusing on the what ifs and how.
You hit any stumbling blocks, just remember the love between you two, right?
Right.
And don't allow that to fall away, because you know, tomorrow's another day. Especially like that communication together too is so essential. Make it fun,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
Like, money doesn't have to be a drag, dude. We were talking about money all day. Like,
All day.
attracting money in. You can chant it. And Mike, what's your chant there?
Oh, money, come to me
Money.
now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go ahead and talk to money. It hears you.
You just say that over and over, and it'll be all good for you guys. Just don't worry. That's the worst thing you can do.
Alright, I got Robert on the board. Alright, so Anna, you are next, my dear.
Can you post your question, Anna? Hey Robert, how's it going?
And
Melissa, you can send a minimum $30 love donation to the PayPal link listed below and or listed above. Yeah, right there. Dewey set it up for you. And then when your name is called, just have your question ready to paste into the comments. And when we call you, you just like hit send, right?
Yes. And for anyone who is just joining in, all the steps in order to get the to book a reading is in the description box, okay?
And Dewey's popping it up as well.
Awesome. Thank you, Dewey.
So, is it Ishtar? Anna? Yeah. All right. Anything the universe wants to tell me, especially about my skill of drawing. I'm lost, tired, angry, and skill of drawing.
nice.
Nice.
Huh.
We might have to talk later. I'm just lost, tired, angry, and want to go home, but I have responsibilities with my pets. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Anything the universe wants to tell me at this time, especially with her drawing. Oh,
You switching?
yeah. There you go.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Wow, girl, you got 3 major arcanas on the board already.
Oh, I think I got
There you go, girl. You get it. Woo! Dang. I'm loving this. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and go because I'm super excited
Yeah, go.
for you. So, I mean, of course, the energies that you're going through right now, we have the decision card on the board. I do represent this as the devil card in traditional tarot. So what this means to me is that there are certain things that are happening in your life, especially with the mentality. There are probably things that you have been hoping for that haven't really worked out in your favor, so now you're starting to lose that enthusiasm and that self-esteem to keep pushing, and you're wondering why nothing is working out in your favor. So listen, the way I look at it is there's either two things. Either it's our mentality and our perception of what we're going after and questioning if it's the right choice. First off, if you know that this is what you want to do, especially with your artwork, then you have to remember your intention behind that. Why do you like drawing? What does it do for you? Go back to that inspiration, right? When you allow spirit to take over, like let go and let God and just put it in their hands, Lord, this is what I want to do. This is what I know I'm meant to do. And please present those opportunities that are going to ultimately benefit me. Line me up with the people I need to make sure that I have the opportunities at hand for this. That's going to open the gateway for you, right? So it's time to break free of any self-limiting beliefs, thinking that these opportunities are not going to come in for you, okay? Because they're trying to get you to set yourself free from keeping yourself caged in or bound to any situation that is ultimately not in your favor. And listen, there are plenty of opportunities that don't work out because the right opportunity hasn't presented itself yet. So with the World card being here, it's telling you everything is coming full circle for you. All these things that are coming in and out of your life is for a reason, and lining you up with the opportunity that is going to create more stability in your life and the right partnerships. But you also have to remember that the past, even though things have not worked out in the past, it doesn't mean the past is going to repeat itself. You staying focused on that energy is going to keep you from missing out on opportunities that are being handed to you that are going to bring you that Nine of Pentacles energy, which is feeling independent, financially secure, with the Empress energy, being that creator of your reality and going after your dreams, with the Queen of Cups, listening to your intuition and knowing when to act because your heart speaks to you and says, yes, this is the opportunity for me. When you let go, let God, there will be that inner peace. You will know that the situation you're in was made for you, and that Ace of Pentacles is going to drop right in your lap, and Spirit's going to be like, you know what? You released these burdens, you released this worry, you released this stress of what is and how and when, and now it is here. Okay? So remember, realign with your intention of why you want to do your artwork in the first place. Let that creative energy flow, and I promise you, things are going to align for you, girl.
That's what I see as well. Well, right here I have the Nine of Swords. So the old sleepless nights, the wringing of the hands, the what am I going to do?
Yeah.
But I have major arcanas coming out after that. I have the Temperance card showing up, which talks with me is that there is a divine plan here for you. It shows Michael, the archangel there. He's blending the two cups. This is a card about all the cooperative components having the potential to come together for you. It's about being at the right place at the right time, but it's about seeing yourself doing that. It is a card of meditation, prayer, however you interact with the divine. I'm sure you do that. And this card tells me that it's about 95% manifested right here. So go ahead and get some sleep. Rest. I got Justice coming in here for you, which is the balancing of karma, another major arcana. And it talks about just the universe is balancing everything out. I got the King of Pentacles behind that. That's Daddy Big Bucks. That's money. Money right there coming in here for you. Six of Cups came as well. Sweet thoughts of nostalgia. Six of Cups can talk about soulmates coming in to help you with the situation. Ultimately, I do have the Sun card as an outcome right here for you. It doesn't get any better than Justice and the Sun card. Right now, it says to see it the way that you want it to be. Don't be sitting in the bed, wringing in the hands and all of that. See see the money. This is daddy big bucks right here. It could be a Capricorn that comes in here and helps you possibly. Could be a soulmate from the past, but whatever. I see major, major victory for you.
Mm-hmm.
If you are an artist, I would be interested in you contacting me because I'm looking for an artist that knows a little bit about tarot. I want to put together a tarot deck. So 386-338-7088. Shoot me a text and we can contact, and maybe I can put you to work soon. I like this spread. Sun's coming out for you, sunshine.
Yep.
Basically, that kind of sums up what's going on here is that you're kind of wrestling with yourself with the Five of Wands. You know, it's all kind of, it's illusion that you're kind of creating for yourself, and really you just need to make a choice and stick with it, right? The Hermit card is really know what you want. Know what you want. With the King of Pentacles, I'm like Mr. Midas touch saying that came out with.
Oh, you got King of Pentacles as well.
Yeah, you know what you want. State what you want to the universe and allow it to come in.
This is victory, man. This is money.
Yeah.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
You got it on major levels here.
Yeah. When you know exactly what you want, right? And like even if you have to write it down on paper and stick it on your mirror every time you wake up, you live it, you read it, you believe it, right? And then you let it go. There's one more thing, right? You just have to take a baby step of action. Just a sprinkle of action in whatever way, right? Whatever baby step that you can possibly take, right? In order for that to begin to manifest.
There it is.
And
That's the beginning. Right?
Yeah, the beginning is right here. So like that can even be reading that constantly, feeling it constantly. Say it again. Money, come.
Yeah, money. Come. Talk
Now.
Talk to it. Talk to money. Coax it in. You just say you need to. Sometimes you need to get stern. You know, where's my money? I don't see money. Don't be like that, money. Don't be shy. You can come in now. Yeah, and you'll see how quick it comes.
Yep.
You know. So, thanks.
Because money wants to be with you as much as you want it to be with, you know,
Amen.
like.
Look at that, Six of Pentacles.
Yeah,
too.
Six of Pentacles.
Yeah.
Definitely have a nice career opportunity that's going to unfold for you here.
Yeah.
And that's what the Sagittarius, the Temperance card, is about. Seeing it that way. Come out of this old Nine of Swords, it's not going to happen mentality, because justice is unfolding for you. The sun is the ultimate outcome. And there's the money, and there's probably soulmates that are going to help you do this, right? With that Six of Cups.
So yeah, you can find Mike's phone number on his on any video that he puts out. It's in the description.
Yeah, if you want to talk to me FaceTime, let me know. Shoot me a text,
Shoot him a text.
and we'll set up a meeting, and we can talk about possibly getting something happen between us.
All right.
Beautiful.
Well, good luck, girl. Fiery Temperance, you are up next.
Nice, Fiery Temperance.
And for anyone who is just joining in that would like to book a reading, all the information of how to go about that is in the description box. So you can go and check that out. And once we get your donation, we will put your name on the list, okay?
She says, "You guys are describing me perfectly. Thank you guys."
All right,
You're
all
so
right, love you,
welcome.
sunshine.
Okay, Jenny, I'll take a look.
We got a question from Fiery Temperance yet?
Not yet. Are we on fire? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fiery, can you put your question in there real quick? Copy, cut, and paste it in.
And then Claire will be next.
It's there. Hey, Will, how's it going, dude? It's been a while.
Hey, Will.
Yeah, if you posted your question above Fiery Temperance, you'll have to repost it, I guess, because like I can't find it. Oh, Yeah, no, that's Ishtar, right? Ishtar was the one before.
Was it posted when she paid?
No, we post as we go, right?
Yeah. I was just wondering if she commented when she paid.
Did you comment when you paid? I don't think I've seen it, but please, yeah, repost it for us to kind of save us some time and energy. We're limited. I'm gonna grab this. Oh, shit.
And Claire, go ahead and get your question ready too, baby.
Yeah, while we're at it.
And then after Claire, we have Michelle, and then Robert is on the list.
Okay, so Fiery Temperance wants a love reading. That's right, I see that now. Okay,
Okay.
no question.
No question.
Nice. All right.
Alright.
Let's throw some cards.
That's a good one.
Alright.
Mike loves reading for love.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's his favorite.
Alright, we have Jenny on the board. Jenny, I got your payment, sweetie.
Fiery Temperance.
Cool, Jenny, I'll take a look. Jenny, you too can get your question ready and have it copy cut and ready to paste for when we call you. Please. We got you, Jenny. Don't worry about it. Thank you for your payment.
Oh.
I like it, to be honest with you. I'm liking what I'm looking at right here. Yeah. Oh, of course.
Yeah, right.
You wanna go?
Well, I'm just gonna clarify.
Yeah, I'll open right here. Fiery Temperance, I have a nice spread for you. Two major arcanas, the Empress, so that is Venus, love incarnate in the sensual earth. It is Taurus, Libra, may mean something to you. And she's all about new beginnings and abundance and new beginnings in love. She is the great nurturer of the tarot. It is sacred feminine energy. This definitely looks like some kind of divine relationship to me as well. I have next to that is the Queen of Cups. That's my Queen of Love right there. To me, that's the highest love card in the tarot deck. It's all about agape love, the God kind of love, unconditional love. Looks to me like there's possibly been some kind of separation between you two because of the Four of Pentacles right there, holding on to each other with your heart chakras, but feeling closed off from each other. Justice coming in behind that, maybe Libra, ringing a bell, maybe not, but justice comes in because, well, when justice shows up, it means there's been some injustice, huh, sunshine? I got the Four of Swords behind that, which talks about healing. and healing of the heart, healing of the mind, spending time with the divine right there. It's right behind justice. And then I have my Princess of Pentacles coming in, which is a communication card talking about telephone calls, face-to-face meetings. Hey, let's go get a cup of coffee. See, because somebody right here has a little piece of the harvest, a little piece of the wheat, that this Empress has this field of wheat behind her, huh, sunshine? This is my Queen of Love that really has this huge cup of love that she wants to give to somebody very special. Been some kind of separation, but absolutely looks like your friend is going to come in and say, hey, let's go get a cup of coffee soon, very soon, huh? And that's what I got there as well, is the very soon card came up. Very soon, and because you have stayed optimistic about your love life, positive thinking and faith will bring you the romance that you desire. Definitely some kind of divine relationship with the religious factors. There could be age differences, racial differences, cultural differences, religious differences, all those blah 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 differences, because it does say keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. I see victory, sunshine, because you just ain't going to see it any other way from what I see right here. You've clearly made up your mind what you're going to do right here. You're clearly going to love on yourself and heal yourself until this divine partner is right. I do see him getting right. But I mean, you are showing up here as the Empress and the Queen of Love. Let's just be honest. And your friend is showing up here as a princess or a page. So there is still a difference right here. Love yourself first. You're going to get the justice that you want out of this journey that you've been on here. These are divine. They're meant to come together. In my opinion, many of these divine relationships are all going to come together, as we enter into 2020, which isn't that far away anymore. It's a nice spread, sunshine. I see you getting the victory right here.
Yeah.
Hope that all resonates with you.
Awesome. So, yeah, I mean, I completely agree with Mike. I feel like at this point in time, both of you are very aware of the chemistry that you have with each other. I do see the separation as well, and I feel like the reason why it's been kind of in separation, because what he's showing in the physical sense is that he's in control and just wanting his life to be together, working on his finances and his career, and that's like his main focus. But really what's going on deep underneath is the fear of commitment is what I'm hearing, okay? So with the true love card being here, and this could be the one, obviously both of you just need to kind of put down, we have give your relationship a chance and the engagement card. So I feel like eventually you will both be able to commit to each other. There could be some past life things that, need to be brought up. I do regression work if that is something that you are interested in doing, so you can get a deeper aspect of like what actually happened in your connection in the past that might be holding some of this back. Because with the Four of Cups being here, that's kind of what he's focused on, whether that be in this life or past. There's just this focus on things not working out in his favor, that he keeps letting these opportunities pass by. But in reality, with the Page of Swords being here, it's saying like there needs to be this communication about this transparency about what he's actually feeling and that fear, so that it can open up to be transmuted, so that he can learn to trust you and you learn to trust him. With the sexual union card, it says, honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. In these kind of connections, there is no such thing as separation, because your souls have already connected.
That's right.
Right?
The twin always lives right on the inside of you anyway. They're always with you anyway.
So it's like just allowing the healing to take place. And like Mike said, it's just loving on yourself, is standing in your own power and living your life with as much joy regardless of the circumstances you find yourself in, and just keep healing that connection on a 5D level, whether you talk sometimes or not at all, but only time will tell. And the more that you raise your vibration and allow him to work through his stuff too, and just keep that door open to have that honest communication, then I think everything will work out in your favor. But yeah, everything's gonna come back around, but it will take like just walking away and moving away from that mental energy of, you know, being in victim mode, and I feel more on his side than anything.
Yeah, it's on him.
Yeah, it's gonna
Continue to
take
do the
walking
work you're
away
doing,
from
Sunshine.
that.
You're gonna get the victory here.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, for sure. I don't even know if I have to read. But yeah, it's definitely going to take work, right? Because
Yeah.
all divine relationships, it takes work, and that it has to be that dedication of like, I ain't going nowhere. You know, if you need time for yourself, that's definitely okay. But that love is here. The Page of Cups, even in its infancy, it's that love is here and it exists. You have the world clarifying the world. So you both you guys mean the world to each other, and that's like, in order to get that 10 of Cups, you need that double world confirmations. Endings to the thing, like with the world, I'm getting two things, right? A new beginning, but also an ending to the things that have like kind of held you back, right? From, they're kind of residue from past loves and stuff like that. Those need to be honored, those past loves, right? And while you're healing, honor them, because they brought you to this point where you guys are coming into union, and you're talking about this 10 of Cups kind of future together, right? I've got the 5 of Pentacles, like abandonment issues. With the Knight of Swords, like abandonment issues could be something that he has to deal with as well. But you can be there. You can hold space for him while he's pulling and coming to an end, pulling these 10 swords out while you guys are working through your things, right? And like, I'm not going to say towers aren't going to happen, but it's all in the way you look at these things, right? I know there's mirroring between divine counterparts all the time, right? And if you don't stay attuned to, like, oh shit, you're triggering me, then, you know, sometimes you really have to stay attuned to that, right? And just say, oh, well, we're just being triggered, so what do we got to work through this time? And you know, you can either work on it yourself, or you can come together and say, you know, we're going to tackle this together, you know? And that really opens up communication, allows for super growth, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can even avoid these towers. The divine's here, ready to kind of show you, oh, we'll do it. We'll pull the rug out from under you, but we'd rather see you work together or work on it yourself, right? So keep doing the good work. You've got the 10 of Cups here. You've got double world confirmation that this is a good thing, you know? It's just going to take a little bit of work.
It is a good thing. There's just there's healing that
There's
still
healing
needs to
that
come
needs to
here.
be done, and like,
And it's really not on her, it's on him.
Yeah.
okay.
But you know, as you love yourself, and it's divine, you're gonna be doing the work on it.
Yeah, you love yourself, and that helps him kind of raise his vibration as well.
Right.
So
Yeah,
it's a
good
beautiful
job.
read.
It's a nice
All right,
spread.
that is a nice spread. All right, Claire is next. Michelle, Dottie, I have you and SW Studio on the list. If anyone else would like to get on the list, all the information on how to do so is in the description box. And once we get your donation, then we will put your name on the list, guys. Thank you all for being here. We're
You're welcome,
super
Byron.
excited. This is awesome.
Tony Ann says, this looks fun. Please do this again soon. Y'all are a great love team. Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you for that.
Oh, we've been in the love all
All
week.
week.
All week. It's the only way to be.
Yep.
Who's up?
With us, it's on steroids. Claire. Claire is
Claire?
next.
Claire.
And then Michelle from, how do you pronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce that.
What?
I can't ever pronounce her.
Lamentic reaction.
Yeah, that one.
Lamentic reaction. That's
There
what-
you go.
Lamentic.
Lamentic. All right, so Claire is up next, then Michelle, then Robert,
And then Jenny, right?
then Jenny, and then Michelle, and SW Studios.
There you go.
Do we have a question, Claire?
Claire, do you have your question ready? Please post it. And anyone else that is in the lineup of progression, please get your question ready right now.
Mm-hmm.
Copy, cut, and have it ready to paste for when you're called. Please and thank you. You three complement each other beautifully.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. We're so glad that y'all are enjoying it, because we sure do. I love working with these two.
Oh, it's just nice to be out of the basement. That's
Right?
all I gotta say. Will my Scorpio and I make it?
Mm.
Shawayne Wagner? Is that, oh,
Oh.
Shawayne Wagner. Yeah, okay, that wasn't it. That's Shawayne
Oh.
Wagner. Shawayne, you can check out how to make payment and get on the list. Claire's saying, I keep meeting guys who seem very special. This has occurred many times and things seem to be going well for years, months, and then suddenly get heartbroken. Most recently last week, does love exist for me? Oh my God, love does exist for you.
It exists
Claire.
for everyone who wants it.
Look at that, have faith,
Mm-hmm.
the star card, you know. The divine knows what you need in your life, and everyone needs love. Oh, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
It's always about self.
Yeah.
It's always about self-respect, self-worth, and, you know, bringing that vibration up on your own, right?
And Melissa, I received your donation. Thank you, honey. Okay. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I already see Mike's lining up with the messages I'm receiving. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, perfect there. Just not
What you
the
got,
emotion-
Jess?
Not the emotional feely goods. All right. So listen, I'm one of those readers. I love to be honest and bring awareness, because, you know, when we get to that point where we're not trusting love, which, listen, I think we've all been there. It's a natural part of the process, especially when you've been hurt. But if we want to bring that kind of love in, we need to be aware of what's blocking us, correct? So one of the things that seems to be happening in your relationships in general is, first, like, you have these, and I feel that it's because you're such a light. Like, when you're a light worker and you are sensitive, you exert this energy that can be very intoxicating to people who are used to low vibrational people. So you have these lower vibrational energies being drawn to you, which automatically you're going to pick up on their energy, especially if you're an empath. So you're picking up on their lust, not their love. But you're not necessarily giving enough time to really get to know them, right? but you are always thinking this could be the one, the next one. You know what I'm saying? But then in the end, you always end up with unrequited love. So the signs are always there, guys. We have to remember this. The signs are always there. The red flags and the patterns that we choose to ignore because we feel this deep pull towards them. We just love them so much that we're afraid to be in our own energy. We're afraid to be alone. We're afraid to be independent and rely on our own energy coming in as the Queen of Swords. Like, you're not really open to it either. With the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords, I do see someone that is going to eventually come in for you, but if you do not open your heart and work on releasing the patterns of how you accept people into your life, then you're going to keep running into the same thing. The one thing I had to ask myself was, okay, I have, and listen, I used to be one of them, so I'm calling myself out. If we don't go through it, we don't know how to teach people, right? So when I started going through all these really toxic relationships that ended the same way, I had to ask myself, all these people are different people with different personalities from different walks of life. What is the common denominator and why do I keep going through the same kind of ending? The common denominator is me. It is you. So you have to get your energy and your belief system right. Start looking at love as the beautiful thing that it is, but don't just let anyone come in and walk all over your life and you put so much time and effort in and get almost like love drunk is what I'm hearing. It's love drunk that these people fill you up with lust that you almost get blindsided, and then you wonder why years down the road they up and leave because they can't possibly take anything more from you, right? That heart center isn't there, and if you don't have the respect for yourself to put up those boundaries in place to say this is who I am and I'm okay with my life and who I am in this world. I stand up for my belief and I'll only allow people who share my same vision to come in to balance that scale and have that equal give and take. Then you will stay at a distance. And that's why this Queen of Swords is here, because you want that love, but you're also very blocked. Now it's time to learn healthier boundaries and also give enough time for people to show their true colors is what I'm seeing. Okay?
You want to go down?
I can. Would you like
Yeah,
to go?
go ahead.
Okay, we can do rock, paper, scissors. Pretty much what I'm seeing here for you is, you gotta kind of stay positive for sure, right? And with the Star card here is the Divine's on this, right? But
Yeah.
really, what they're looking at for you is to, make. Don't wait around for things to happen or come to you. Don't wait around for your wishes to be fulfilled in another person. You really have to get into yourself, have that self-confidence, do your self-work, and stand true with the King of Wands, right? He's like he's a just and rule leader. He knows his worth, and he knows what he wants, right? And when you're in that mindset, right, you're doing the work, right? The Ace of Cups is clarifying the Nine of Pentacles, so that's like filling your own cup, making sure your own cup's filled. Same with the King of Swords under the Star. To me, it's really knowing yourself, knowing what you want, knowing what you don't want, right? Understanding codependency and how that affects relationships, and like what we were talking about, like I am my worst kind of, well, I'm not really a judger, but I keep myself in check. Believe me, it's a constant thing on the daily. On the daily, well, it's in the moment, right?
Yeah.
And staying in the moment is really where you gotta be, right? Like Jess was saying, when love does come into town, when love does come into town, having healthy boundaries on knowing what you want to show up for yourself is really what's going to manifest into your life, right? But man, I have this message that keeps coming in and out, right? And it's the foundation that you seek is the foundation that you're putting up for yourself. These 10 of Wands, what's coming in with that is like as the progression, the 8 of Wands, the 9 of Wands, you're kind of adjusting your boundaries to make sure you're not hindering connections, right? You're making sure that healthy boundaries are in place, letting go of other boundaries. And this guy, to me right now, is like he's taking the boundaries that don't serve him and he's dumping them off to lessen the weight on himself and allow that an open heart, a place where passion can grow. Because if you're weighed down by all these things, when someone comes in, like past relationship, if you're weighed down with all these past relationship woes and foes, that's still in your energetic field, right? If you don't let that go, you can't bring in that perfect match for you, and you're going to continue that cycle over and over again. We're going to try and cut it down now, instead of like finding out 2 years later. And 2 years is the magical mark to see if anybody's lying or bullshitting. But you should be able to tell kind of within the first couple months, if not like when you're vibrating and a higher vibe and you're calling this person in, you won't have to wait that long.
No.
You're going to be calling in after doing your work, especially. You're going to be calling in a vibrational match to you. And you should be able to, like, even if it comes in quick, you'll know. You'll know, and that's the truth. That's the truth. They're coming in with the truth, and it resonates with me, and I can build and grow. But here's the catch: stay in the moment, stay in the now, and as you give, you should also receive, because not only is that like a win-win for you, but when you're allowing them to give to you, and that allows them to feel better about themselves, right? If you don't allow them to give to you, then they won't feel fulfilled. They won't be like, well, I never get to show up because you always do everything, right? So if you open up that space and allow them to give to you equally, right, and then pull back a little bit if you're not getting anything in return. That's how you build a solid foundation. That's how you know that things are going to last the test of time. It might take a while for them to catch it, but it's worth the wait. It's definitely worth the wait.
I have nice cards for you. Those all great advice. My spread starts off with you with the Ten of Swords, which talks about a completion of a painful cycle coming to an end. The tarot only goes to 10, and it definitely talks about a new day dawning for you. Now, you asked about a Scorpio, if I remember right. I don't see a lot of water on here. I do see some water. I'll tell you the story that I see right here. I have the Knight of Swords after the Ten of Swords. This is somebody that could possibly come rushing into your world right here. They probably owe you about 1,000 apologies. This is somebody that comes rushing in very fast because they don't know the outcome, so they can get out fast as well if they need to. Next card I have here is a major arcana, the Magician. And this is, the manifester, and has all 4 aces. All 4, it's all about new beginnings, manifesting new beginnings for yourself. I'm sure that you are the magician right here, doing the work. And what's the magician manifesting? He is manifesting the 2 of Cups is on this board. I pulled out soulmate. So yes, there is somebody very special that's absolutely coming in here for you. And they could come in quite fast. They do have the Chariot as well, a major arcana about moving forward. The 2 wild bucking bronco ponies right here. The love cards that came out once again were trust. It's amazing how much trust I'm pulling tonight, and that is about faith. And faith is an action word. Faith is acting like you already have what you want. I do have romantic feelings that came out. Yes, these feelings are real and worth exploring, and the chemistry card has come out as well. there's a soulmate out there for you. It could be this little bucking bronco right here, because off of the bottom of the deck I have the Knight of Wands and that Ace, or the Knight of Swords. So this is definitely somebody emotionally less mature than you. But there's change coming in here because the manifestor's seeing it the way that they want it to be. What would that be? 10 of Cups came out after that. You definitely got bliss coming in here for you. And the Wheel of Fortune as well. You know, definitely possibly you've gone through some karmic cycles with somebody. This 2 of Cups person right here that's possibly been acting like a knucklehead. This tells me that this could soon come to an end right here. Why? Because you're loving on yourself. You're acting like you already got what you want. You know that this is a soulmate in your life, and you don't see anything but victorious movement forward. It's a beautiful spread. I do see Scorpio here with the wheel. This is Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. I also have Cancer, Major Arcana on the spread, and the Magician is Aries, Gemini, Virgo. I do see a completion of a cycle. A very painful cycle that you've been going through. If you're wondering, is love ever going to come to me? Oh yeah, in a big way. Yeah. In a big way, what I see right here. Definitely a very special soulmate with 2 of Cups and the soulmate card coming out here for you. I like it.
Awesome.
I like it. Continue to do what you're doing. Maybe even turn it up a little bit more, huh? With that trust card right there. And just see it the way that you want it to be. Because, I mean, a lot of people fear this card, but I don't. It means that the worst is over, and it's where this spread began for me right here with the 10 of Swords. And somebody's definitely going to come charging in here for you with the Chariot and both of these Knights. And they got 10 of Cups and the wheel spinning for you because you're the Magician. It's really nice, Sunshine.
Yeah. And I do have another message for you, Claire. But Michelle, can you go ahead and get your question ready, honey? So I do want to say too, because you know we are picking up on a lot of air energy here.
Oh, it's all over.
So
yes.
Regardless, you know, I feel like there are going to be a lot of changes in the dynamics of how you're taking care of yourself and how you're viewing love in general. But also remember, being in that manifesting energy, if you're calling in love, but you are, you know, we talk about law of attraction. Whatever your vibration is at and you're calling in, that is what you are going to manifest, right? So if you are calling in love, but you are very guarded and still very bitter about your past, then you are going to call in someone that is like that too. And I think that's the biggest lesson here today, because we have the Tower and the Death card here with the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords with the Empress energy under that. So this is all about finding your own independence, changing up the way that you choose to look at and express yourself with love, and understand that love can be a very beautiful thing. It doesn't have to be a battlefield and always getting hurt, but you have to understand that you need to trust your own heart's understanding and be open to receiving that ultimate form of love versus having someone that's just gonna you know, you are what you attract. So, or you attract what you are. So whatever you're vibrating at is going to manifest hardcore, and I completely agree with that. So when you vibe at a higher level, then that person who is really gonna make your wheel spin is going to come in, okay?
Michelle, thank you for your prompt question. Michelle is saying, I am working really hard on myself, super excited things coming, but lately I strongly feel DM has been checking up on me in 3D. That is very possible.
Not a surprise to me.
They have, yeah.
They're coming in.
Almost like protective energy with it. I need confirmation on this. 23 watching, 16 likes. Can we get a like? Can you guys give us a like?
Yeah,
Can
make
you
sure
give this
to
girl some love and give us a like here?
hit the thumbs up, share with your friends.
If you're on a mobile, hit the X button. Give us a like and then come back in the live chat.
Woo, girl. I'm feeling good about this. Yes. I love seeing these kind of energies when it comes to the twins. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you have been working hard, girl. Mm-hmm.
It's Queen Gabriel.
The one. Mm-hmm. And look.
It's got two kings.
Yep.
Yeah, get ready, girl.
Get ready.
I'd say. That's funny, you got like two queens over here.
He's got all the masculine energy.
Alright. Wow, look at this dude.
Mm.
I don't even need to pull confirmation cards. Whoa. I'm just gonna do this for a second. I might be able to go first.
What's it got, Danny? Go on.
Well, at the bottom of the deck, we've got the Death card and the Ten of Cups. So basically, this reading is about the transition to your new life together, right? And that's what if you're thinking that, then he may be also thinking that as well. I got the Six of Swords moving on from choppy waters into kind of like a smooth sailing. Balance kind of. What are you saying? Just spit it out, dude. A balanced kind of state, right? And when you balance out your energy, they're going to balance out their energy. And that's definitely kind of going to make, when you balance out your energy, you're going to be attracting them to want to check you out and see things. I don't see what's the spy there? The Page of Swords? Page of Swords or the Knight of Swords?
Page of Swords is a little
You got one over
a
there?
little peeker. No, I don't.
Yeah, I don't see any peeking going on, but I'm seriously thinking he can feel you. He can feel the things that you do, and if you're raising your vibration, that's going to definitely come in. That's going to definitely manifest him in here with the Magician card underneath that, getting out of choppy waters, and moving into like smoother sailing, a calmer life. The Ten of Pentacles is here. That's happy wife, happy life, happy abundance is coming in. You could be like it's abundance in love, abundance in security, abundance in money, and with the Queen of Swords, there's what you want, if I'm not mistaken, and you know what you won't accept. So he really has to step it up, right? If he's going to come in right for you, and he has to bring in that balance. If you're asking me a question, is he going to come? I definitely see it. And there's it depends on how you bring in your wishes fulfilled into your own life, right? If you're self-fulfilled and you're doing the work and you're moving into balance yourself, well, he will also find self-fulfillment and not bring codependency into I don't see codependency here, not in this reading. So yeah, it's stay attuned to your vibration. For me, I see it's coming. Wow, there's a whole bunch of love.
Yeah, we're gonna let you tail this up. Let me go.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, he's got some masculine.
I got the King of the King of Cups, and this is the King of Love, you know.
Queen of
This
Cups.
this is the one that loves very deeply, but has that problem that he only has 1 foot in the ocean of emotion, and his throne is clearly up out of that ocean of emotion, which means that he doesn't really tell you how he feels about you. It's sitting beside the King of Wands. And in the Tarot Illuminati deck, the King of Wands, this is the guy that gets up and goes and gets what he wants. He's the King of Passion. In the Tarot Illuminati, he has his hand on his chin. This tells me that he's thinking about you all day and all night. You're all up in his thought process. Next card that I got coming out for you is the Knight of Cups. Here comes the lover coming prancing in. You know, this is the one that makes the waterfall come crushing down all around. Kawoosh, you know. Hi, sunshine, here's my cup, you know. And it is a soulmate twin flame life partner with the lover's card. Definitely shows sacred masculine, huh, with their forest all burning up over there. Sacred feminine leaning up against the old apple tree. Hey, daddy, it's over here. We got Raphael up above him. Come on, peeps. We got Eden in the middle. And this is the story of the closing of the gap between these two soulmates, which came out right here in my love cards that came out. I do got a new love, and I do have the sacred masculine right here. The emperor has showed up here. Definitely shows the emperor seated in his throne. This would be somebody that wants some stability to come into their life. He has his armor on. Somebody that's been through the battle, that they're no longer in the battle. He's just kind of chilling in his throne right there. He has his world in his hand. He wants a new world to come in for himself right here. And I do got the Knight of Wands. This is, you know, this somebody good looking, undoubtedly, huh? They're full of charisma, very charismatic, very passionate. It takes great courage for this person to come in. Probably because he's been the emperor, you know, Mr. My Way or Highway. But he's definitely, with his King of Wands, looks like the old wind has been knocked out of his sails right there. He's kind of sitting in that throne, kind of all frumpy, you know. I do like that I got new love that came in here, which is an upgrade in love, because it looks like somebody's going to come in and express their love. I have Express Your Love coming in here. And the last love card that I pulled out is attraction. So there is a strong attraction between you and this soulmate right here. They're not going to be able to resist it. They are absolutely going to come charging in for you. If they don't come in right, we know what to do, huh? We have to set them in the timeout chair one more time, huh? We're going to do what's best for you, sunshine, but you're definitely involved in a divine relationship, in my opinion. And attraction talks with me about not focusing on the past, of course. Not going back and grabbing those old memories, because all they are is a vibration. All there is now. And if we grab those low vibration memories and bring them into our now, then all we're going to do is bring a low vibration in. So it says to not do that. And it also says, attraction card says to me, to not focus on the future too much. Not like it has to come together A, B, C, D, E, F, G, because these are really higher self's job to put these together. Your job is to have fun and love on yourself and go get your nails done, go get your hair done for you, huh? Because Source is really working on this person right here, you know, and that attraction definitely shows the young lady smelling the flowers, being in the moment, being grateful and thankful. It should be a nice confirmation for you that what you have desired is absolutely coming in here for you.
I love how the divine feminine was on this side and the divine masculine was all over here.
Yeah, man, it's all over my read, man.
And then I got
Source is
both.
really working this guy over right now,
Yeah,
man. What you
for
got?
sure. Well, like, I just want to kind of
Yeah, go
add on top
ahead.
of that, you know, you're doing good, you're calling in exactly what you want, you are manifesting everything. Like Mike was saying, you know, the greatest love I've ever felt was a love that I just allowed to unfold on its own.
Yeah.
You know, not really making plans, and I know sometimes I had to cut myself back, or, you know, like, but really just watching it unfold is such a much more beautiful gift than saying, well, you know, by this date I want this, and you know, it just let it be and
Yeah.
enjoy it. Oh my God, you're gonna be crying all
I
day.
like it too. I got more revelation about the sacred masculine
Sure.
because I have the King of Cups right there and the Knight of Cups, which is that less immature energy, and the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, which is that less mature energy. This tells me that Source is really working on your sacred masculine to turn him into this king right here from this immature energy. You know, the old Lover's card, huh? I love how his force is burning up and sacred feminine be like, Daddy, it's right here, honey. You know where it's at, huh? And sacred masculine definitely wants some stability to come into his life.
Yeah.
You're the one.
Yeah,
What do you
I
got?
mean, listen, he knows, and you know, you wouldn't be getting these downloads about him watching you or that feeling because no one knows your divine masculine like you do, right? So we have romantic feelings very soon. Express your love, true love. So I mean, he's coming to. I completely agree with what Mike's saying that they're preparing him. They're
Yeah,
moving
there's a new
him.
change. I like
from-
how I got new love, you got true love.
Yep. So they're moving him from that knight energy to that king energy and preparing him for you because the way he sees you is the Queen of Wands.
Yeah,
So
very
you got it all together. He knows you're working on it. He knows that you feel good in your own energy, that you're okay with him not, you know, being there for this separation, right? That you're both doing your work. But in reality, you know that no matter what suitor comes along, which is for him too, that there's only one person that really makes his heart flutter. And same for you, right? And now y'all are starting to lay down those burdens so that you can come in, but it's taken a lot of reflection to clear out this energy, which I still feel that there's a little bit of residual because what I was picking up is, especially with what Mike said, I think he's worried about how he's going to come in
Absolutely.
and approach you.
These both take bravery.
Because with the Four of Cups and the Seven of Wands, especially you being at the Queen of Wands, he's scared that if he comes in, you're not going to forgive him and that you're going to bring
that queen
all
knows her
that
worth.
crap up. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, is she going to bring up that time that I did so and so? Is she actually going to forgive me
that's what
as
the
many
attraction was
times
about.
as she already has? Right? Like, how can she still love me and have an open heart after everything I've done? And that's really where the divine masculine starts getting into, I don't deserve them. Because how can someone have that much of unconditional love even when I have acted like a knucklehead, right? So he's very aware that you are that person. You are that love, that soulmate. Even if y'all are physically apart, that your spirits are united. He can feel you, you can feel him. You're honoring that place in one another where you are one eternal soul, and that is where that bliss is. You don't feel that bliss unless you are connecting on a 5D level. So that physical separation can feel really lonely sometimes, and both of you start longing for each other, so you're meeting up in the 5D, right? But then that's when those questions start coming in. When? How? What if? You know, and all these, this low vibrational energy starts planting seeds of doubt. This is where we need to surrender, right? At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Let go of those past energies and thinking that he might show up the way that he did before, or him thinking that you're not going to forgive him, or that you're going to bring up all this stuff and harp on him, right?
It's just fears. It's normal.
Yep,
it's
it's
normal
all
for that
fear.
to happen because like that. Well, working through these things together strengthens you, right?
Yep.
And fear is just like it's like the building blocks, right, to a steady kind of a sturdy foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Because it gets you talking. And
Yes.
If you can't talk, it gets you. You learn how to together, right? So
Be vulnerable with each other.
be that light, be that love.
Yeah.
Even if you guys fight, you know, you can come back and still, you know, I love you, by the way, and it's okay, and we're gonna get through this.
Yeah.
And yeah, that nurturing. You know, the only queen that hasn't come up on this board is the Queen of Pentacles.
Well, I got the Queen of Wands right there, and I got the King of Wands right
Mhm.
here, and then there's
Gotta
the Queen
match.
of Cups,
Yeah.
And the
the
King of Cups.
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
Lovers right there.
Right.
So
And it's
you-
the closing of the gap, and it's him growing up
Mhm.
and becoming this divine soulmate.
Yeah.
Because
It's happening, right? He's gonna come in and express his love.
Yeah.
That's really what needs to happen right here.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
that
we
guy's
both
really-
got the express your love.
Yeah.
Like this
There's-
conversation is going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
because the Queen of Cups is, or the Queen of Pentacles isn't here, that means you got that nurturing in you
Right.
to make this all stick.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I would don't worry. Just give it to God.
Yeah.
You guys will be great.
And
It's an epic adventure you guys got.
it really is. And another thing too is like when it says criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness, love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. You know, what I'm getting with this is it's okay to say this is what it felt like when you left. Like it brought up a lot of abandonment issues for me, but I had to address those issues within myself, and in that I found my independence, I found my bravery, I found my courage, and I found my power, right? So then you can say, of course, if you're going to come into my life, I need to know that you are in it for the long haul. I need to know you're coming in as my king because I am in my queen energy, right? And so don't go harping on each other and you did this and you did that. No, but this is what it taught me in the process, and now I can see my worthiness, I can see my deservingness, and I don't have to live in the past because I'm right here in this moment, and I want to share that with you.
See the beauty in everything.
Right. Right.
See the gift in everything and be so grateful
Right.
for that. Be grateful for
Mm.
all that you've learned.
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you.
All right, Robert, you were next, and then Miss Jenny.
Kara Davis is saying, I feel this is happening for a lot of us right
Yes,
now.
absolutely is.
We've been talking about this all week.
Get ready.
That full moon in Pisces coming up on
That's gonna
Saturday.
change a lot of stuff in my
It's
opinion.
gonna change a lot of
Because
stuff.
that's Pisces, that's the 12th house,
Mhm.
that's past life lovers and all of that.
Mhm.
And it's an ending to a lot of stuff that have been separating these two.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, as we go into the winter right here, you're gonna see a lot of these divines coming in. I mean,
Yeah.
Christmas is gonna be a whole different year this year, in my opinion.
All right, and Allison, I did get your donation, honey. You were on the list. Thank you so much for everyone being patient with us.
Who's up next?
We have Robert.
All right, Robert.
Robert is next, and then Jenny, and then after Jenny, we have Michelle Dottie, SW Studios, Melissa, Anna, and Allison.
We need to go,
Yeah.
huh?
All right, should we go ahead and cut off?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
we
so.
can.
We're gonna cut off the list now and finish up who we have, so we can reserve our energy for Disney tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright. And thank you to everyone who has supported the channel and joined us tonight.
Yes.
It's such a pleasure to have all of you here.
And I like all these readings so far. Very
Mhm.
powerful, very positive
Absolutely,
stuff.
yeah.
Alright. We have Robert.
Can you feel the power at the table right now?
Mhm.
Can you feel the love of the divine right now? Like everybody can feel it too. Like in the comments, you guys are beautiful, man.
Did we get a question from Robert yet?
Robert, we need you to copy, cut, and paste, buddy. Like now. Here we go. Boom. Oh, that's Jenny. You want to do Jenny?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do Jenny. We'll
All
come
right,
back to
Jenny.
Robert.
Robert, get your stuff ready, and we'll pick you up in a minute. Jenny's saying, my partner and I have made a very emotional decision, and I was wondering what my soul family has to tell me about these upcoming changes. Bam.
Dang it. Dang it. I didn't want to take them, but now that Alright. We're in with it. Let's see where this is going.
No, I might just stop here. If you got something to say, I'm gonna do one more shuffle with this deck. That's it? Okay. And then clarifying with this deck spinner. Robert might have pieced out. Maybe we'll leave Mike for the end.
Yeah. We're gonna
You can kind of see how this is gonna play out, so. You wanna go first, and I'll pick it up from there, or you want me to go?
I'm still
Oh,
trying to
wow.
make sense of all this.
That's kinda good. I don't wanna leave that like that. I'm gonna leave that like that.
Well, I definitely have a little bit of challenge here.
Yeah, we all
And
do.
that's all good.
Yeah.
Contrast is our friend because it shows us what we don't want so that we can focus our intentions on what we do want. And I do have victory on this spread.
Yeah.
But it is at the end.
Yep. Same here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at this, like.
Mhm.
What?
What I got right here is the Four of Swords, which talks with me about healing going on at this particular point in time. You know, my Four of Swords character is the old sword fighter, been out battling, you know, coming back after the battle, thanking the divine that they lived over that. It's about the three swords, healing of the heart and healing of the mind. I have my Queen of Wands that is next, and she's an amazing queen to me. She's the life of the party. She's good looking. She's magic. She has that black cat in her lap right there. She knows her worth, you know. And then I got Six of Pentacles right there, which talks about reciprocity, either lack. You know, if she's not getting this kind of reciprocity in a relationship, she will go find somebody that bringing in Six of Pentacles for her. Definitely a soulmate relationship. I have the Lover's card next. Definitely, you know, it's about the closing of the gap between these soulmates right here. And I do have the Six of Wands at the end of it, which is about victory after the battle because of confidence in yourself, seeing it the way that you want it to be. I got very soon, which talks about clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. I got the attraction card, which once again definitely talks with me about not focusing on the past.
Yeah.
You know, letting the dead dogs lie and all of that, and not focusing too much on the future about, oh, it's got to come together like this and that and the other thing. Because you have been doing the work right here. I got calling in your soulmate. You know, your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations will turn this situation around. It's just, you know, because the Lover's card is not a fairy tale card. It is a real relationship card about the work that it takes to continually close the gap right here. I have the children card showing up, so there may be children involved. That's always a challenging card when I can't talk to somebody about what that could be. But could very well be children involved in this situation. I do see victory coming in here for you. At the bottom of the deck, I got playfulness, you know, so important, you know, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. You know, let's just go back to having fun with this relationship right here. You know your worth. You're the Queen of Wands right there, you know. And definitely stand your ground if there hasn't been Six of Pentacles, if there hasn't been reciprocity, you know what you're worthy of. This queen absolutely knows what she's worthy of right here. I do see the closing of the gap between these soulmates with the Six of Wands at the end of that.
You know, Jenny, I'm seeing a lot of the past here. That's what's coming out. I'm not even gonna bring it up like Mike was saying, because we're gonna try and keep you high vibe, right?
Right.
But when so much of this hurt comes up in a reading like this, and then you have the Queen of Cups with a lid on her cup of love, what's coming out for me is there's things you need to let go of, you know? And that's a lot of past hurt, right? The Eight of Cups that's really what spoke to me, is like, you can't move forward until you let go of the past. If you're working with your partner now, the only way that they can move forward with you is you let go of these things in your past as well. That, you know, by all means, these things, there could have been deception, you know, there could have been addictions, there could have been overindulgences, you know, that threw you guys out of balance, but that's not right now. And right now is really what counts, you know? And moving forward, you need to stay in that now. And it's good, because moving forward, you guys are moving forward. Eight of Wands, Lovers, the Lovers card, and the Two of Cups, like that's divine right there.
Yeah.
Those two
Lovers is right here.
those two are divine. Six of Pentacles, I seen too. So like, you got this, but just like wipe that clean from your memory. Know it happened, right? Know that the signs are there, that you can see these signs now if they do pop up, but keep that communication open. Eight of Wands also, communication. Keep that communication open between the two, and don't be afraid to say, well, you know what, I seen this, and I just want to know from your lips what this was about, and you'll see the honesty or the deception. Okay, and really, it's not even seeing. Trust your intuition and what you feel, right? And how open they are, right? And even if they're not in an open situation or not in an open space to talk, try and create that for them. And you'll know, you know?
So what I'm getting is, I feel like whatever situation, you know, whatever decision is being made, like you say, this is a big decision for you and your partner. I also am picking up that there's a lot of past things with you and your partner, and I almost kind of feel that decisions have been made out of obligation in order to appease. So it's not like, say, and I don't know why this is coming up, especially with the children, like, I want to adopt a child, and your husband or your partner's like, oh yeah, that sounds like a great idea, but maybe they really don't want children, you know what I'm saying? I kind of feel like there have been instances in the past where someone has, like, almost these conversations, maybe in the bedroom, of sweet nothings and like talking about your future, and then when it comes up, it's not really a full committed, yes, this is what I want to do with you. It's more of, yeah, we had that conversation, and yeah, sure, why not? And that's where you need to feel into their energy. Like Danny said, if you're having that conversation, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about the decision we're making? Because with the free yourself being reversed, I feel like you're almost wanting them to, like, really show up and make that effort when it comes to this decision making process, but they're kind of just standing in the background and letting you make the finalization. But in the grand scheme, with free yourself being reversed, that makes me feel like shut in, closed off, feeling bound, when I just want to be free. And really, with the love yourself first coming up, she's leaning in and he's holding on for dear life. So I almost feel like he's scared of losing control. And again, these energies can be flip-flop, but I'm definitely picking up more on his side. With the Three of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles being here, I feel like, you know, ultimately, I really feel like you're the one making the major decisions here, and it's causing a little bit of fear on one side or both. But you need to celebrate your own independence, and if this isn't the right person or situation for you, then you have to own that, and it's okay. Maybe it's not the right time, but you can also surrender and ask Source to give you the clues that you need, and remove yourself away from the toxicity, from the drama, from anything that feels like fear, guilt, or obligation. And when it comes to committing to a decision, right? Because ultimately, I really feel like this has to do with children, or some sort of home life thing. Because with the Empress and the Ten of Cups, you really need to listen to your intuition with any new beginning. With the Eight of Cups being there, I feel like you might go a different route. But with the Ten of Wands being here with the Four of Swords, I feel like if you feel just too much pressure on any decision that needs to be made, you really need to reflect and kind of see what pain comes up, so you can gain clarity on why that hurt is coming up, why that, especially if there's been deception in the past. And I don't necessarily feel like it's what most people think of deception. I just feel like someone's not speaking their full truth about how they feel about a situation. And when it comes to the Ace of Cups, it's a great way to end this read, saying like, you have to love on yourself first. Again, love on yourself first. Trust your own instincts. Let your cup overflow with, regardless of the situation. Do what brings you joy, and don't focus too much on the past hurts, and just be honest with yourself and with your partner.
I know this side was kind of gnarly and weird, and this is all about the past, right? If you do want to make this work, you need to stick with Mike.
Yes.
You need to stick with Mike, and that's really like letting this go.
Yeah.
And it has the potential to absolutely work.
It
but
does.
The playfulness.
The playfulness
card is a major key, right?
and innocence. The children card is innocence, like going back to that innocence together and sharing that, right?
And
Yeah.
your prayers and visualizations, seeing it the way that you want it to be, being in the now, definitely letting the past go, and not be like, well, it has to come together, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H,
Exactly.
Amen.
because you know your worth. Absolutely, you know your worth. And it looks to me like she has drawn a line in the sand.
Yeah, and that's what I'm getting.
But
to.
ultimately, I do got Six of Wands, victory after the battle, because of the confidence in yourself, and this queen has confidence in herself.
Yeah.
And that's
And
where
that's
I
the
get
Ace
the
of
Ace
Cups
of
right
Cups, and the love
Yeah.
yourself first. This is making your own decision, and just giving yourself all the confidence, the love, and the support that you need. Okay?
Two of Cups and the Lovers,
Yeah.
too.
Two of Cups and
Mhm.
Wands.
So,
Stand up for yourself.
you are worthy.
Yeah.
Great love
I
ahead.
see victory, sunshine.
All right.
Okay,
Did
Michelle D.
Robert-
Oh, Robert.
Did
Did we
Robert
get, did we
post
get
yet?
something from Robert?
No. All right. So we're gonna move on to Michelle Doty, and then SW Studios is next. Melissa, Anna, and then Allison, and then we are wrapping it up, y'all.
Is Michelle P. Michelle D?
No, we have Michelle D, Doty, Dottie.
Michelle P. We closed. Oh yes, it's me, Jess.
Oh,
she says.
okay.
Okay, so.
Oh, Park. That's right.
Park.
Yeah.
So she says, I'd like a love reading. Whatever spirit has to say, I'm ready for.
Okay,
Alright.
nice.
There we go. Raising the vibration.
Come on, Michelle. Whoop. Alright, hold on. What does my lovely Michelle need to know about her love life? Give me something good. Past life relationship coming up.
Love cards from Michelle.
Ooh, that's a. Ooh, you're soft and chewy. Some yummy yummy. For my tummy.
Mm.
For my heart.
Don't do it. Oh God. Okay.
Oh man, I cannot.
You know what I just did? I was like, we're not paying attention. Oh, don't do that. That's what I said.
Alright.
You can't hide from the red flags, guys. Don't ignore it.
You wanna speak? Oh man, these things fold real quick, eh?
Mm.
Brand new. Gotta treat them better than that. Alright. Look at that.
Oh, there's our confirmation.
Power couple. What do we got here?
Well, I got the star card first. You know, that's a very powerful card. You know, wish upon a star. It's also Aquarius, may mean something to you, may not. I got 3 major arcana that came out of 5 cards right here. I do see the 2 of Pentacles next to that. And 2 of Pentacles, you know, I call it the dance of change. It is Earth. I have Earth all over the spread as well. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. And it's about the 2 ships, you know, the 2 ships that pass in the night. The juggler, the dancer, you know, these ships have never really sank, nor has the Pentacles ever hit the ground because it has the infinity symbol around it, sitting right by the star card. The lovers right there. One pouring in the water, one pouring in the land. Because I got Hangman next, you know, stuck like Chuck, but Hangman's all about getting a new perspective and looking at things in a new light. The next card I got is the Hierophant. He came out of Major Arcana. It's Taurus, may mean something to you, may not. It's the institution of the sacred, and it can be absolutely with the star card about the old dreaded divine relationship right here. Because I do got religious factors as well. It could be an age difference, racial difference, cultural difference, all of that going on at this particular point in time. And then I do got keep an open mind because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation, you know. I do got an offer coming in here for you at the end with my Princess of Pentacles, and this is in the 3D. This is phone calls or face-to-face meetings. Hey, let's come out of these red flowers. Hey, let's come out of these challenging times. Let's get a new beginning going on right here. Let's walk past this Japanese cherry blossom tree. Good luck and good fortune, you know. And it does have the flirt card right there as well, and the attraction card. So I do see that, you know, there's been some challenges between the 2 ships that pass in the night right here. But somebody's been wishing upon a star right there about a divine relationship and getting a new perspective about how this has all come together. And then boom, here comes the phone ringing right there. And flirting, you know. Let the past be in the past with the attraction card again showing up. Let the past be in the past, be in the now, enjoy the moments. A little bit of challenge right here, no doubt about it, with these cards. But once again, I see that you are changing the way that you are thinking about this situation. And I do see an offer coming in here for you. What do you got? What do you got?
Me too. I got like the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck for the top kind of spread that I pulled. Queen of Swords is that ice queen, like Mike
She
usually
is
says,
the ice
right?
queen. Mm-hmm.
She's the ice queen. She, you know, might be at times quick to kind of say, you know, I don't, you know, this can't be it or whatever, but she can also be clear-minded at times as well, right? And know exactly what she wants, so it's not a negative thing at all. Where she's looking at in the direction is directly at the Ten of Pentacles. And that's, to me, is you do know what you want in your life. You're manifesting this into your life because the Ace of Swords is right beside that, right? A new beginning,
Yeah.
that you're looking forward to.
Seeing the star.
Yeah, exactly, right? So to clarify at the bottom of the clarification deck is Justice, the Tower, and the Knight of Cups. Really, this is speaking to me that justice over past relationships and where you want to go. You know where you want to go. You're very clear on that in the top deck. This deck here is like, it's spirit saying, look, we will bring you justice after all these towers that you've gone through, and your Knight of Cups is directly behind that. He's coming in for you, right, with a passionate offer. In the meantime, like, and I also had the King of Swords here too. The King and Queen of Swords is in my spread, you know, clarifying right directly underneath the Ten of Pentacles. He sees what he wants as well, and he wants that, and he's matching your vibration, right? And letting go of the things that have held him back, as well as you letting go of the things that held you back, will bring you into, like the Queen of Wands, to me, her energy is like the most loyal energy in the deck, that she will be there. Like Brooke always says, like, that if there was a friend that you want on your side, it's her, right? Because that's how thick her loyalty and willing to stand beside you throughout the rest of this life. And I'm telling you, from what I'm seeing next to me, it's a good one.
It is good.
It's a good one.
Before you go, let me show you. Off the bottom of the deck, I got Two of Wands, which can talk about you setting your intentions, about what you wanted to manifest, but it didn't seem to be going the way that you wanted it to go. I wanted to pull these because Danny pulled Justice, and I have Justice there as well. You know, this is about the balancing of karma between these two right here. This is a divine, again. And I have my Queen of Pentacles. You know, this is about you knowing your worth.
Yep.
This is the catch right here. And I see Justice coming in for my Queen of Pentacles. And the High Priestess right there tells me that you know this. You know, you're using your intuition and your psychic abilities about this relationship right here, this institution of the sacred. And you would know that this person is going to come and make an offer for you right here. But you know, don't focus on the past and don't focus on the future, and flirt. Be flirty.
Oh, for sure.
Be happy. Yeah, I see it right here. What you got, Sunshine?
Flirting raises the vibration. Underneath the Queen of Pentacles, always does, right? That's
Yeah.
Under the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the top deck here was the King of Pentacles. That's
Yeah, those are two that get married. There's a Hierophant right there.
You've got two power couples.
And
They
a star.
both know what they want, and both can manifest great abundance. That Ten of Pentacles for these two, that's easy peasy Japanesey.
Right. So, we also have the star on the bottom of the Archangel Power with the Two of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords with the Queen of Pentacles as well. So, you know, listen, Michelle, I know that you have been working so hard on working on the deserving love, right? I was also getting with the Queen of Swords that we've been seeing around here is like, it's okay to come in with that Ten of Pentacles. If you feel you can offer me that, then please come sit at my table. But I am not afraid to be alone, right? I am not afraid to do this journey by myself because I can make that decision for myself. And what did Higher Self Danny say today about the Two of Swords in the car? There's not two decisions, there's three.
Yeah, the third decision is laying down your swords, taking the blindfold off, and seeing the path to go down. Right?
With the Ace of Swords, right?
Yeah, that was wild.
And that leads you to that Queen of Pentacles energy that's gonna bring you to that point of matching the vibration of the King of Pentacles that will ultimately bring you to that harmonized union. Now, we do have the you deserve love and forgiving and learning, so you've been working really hard on forgiving your past and learning from those mistakes of what happened within this dynamic to help you keep your focus on the love that you deserve. With the past life relationship and the wedding card, you know that this union is coming. You know that this is lifetime after lifetime. Now, with the pay attention to the red flags being on the bottom, okay? When I first saw that, I was like, no, we're not going to pay attention to that. I almost flipped it over. But then we also have to remember, like, if you are not going to show up right, then we going back in the timeout, like Mike says, right? Like, I am not afraid to do this by myself, and if you can't show up 100%, which you need to show up 100% too, so make sure you just keep doing your work, and I know you are, but don't ignore the red flags just because he's your DM, right? And so with the King of Swords being here, he's still a little bit blocked in the heart space, but he is being more honest, I feel, in his communication about what he's feeling towards being more cooperative within this partnership, especially when he decides to come in, because we have the romance, Cupid's arrow strikes. Only time will tell, so don't focus too much on time frames, but with the 10 of Wands being here, it's like he's working on laying down this burden that he's been carrying about how to show up in this partnership. But he also has to walk away from certain things and distractions in his life to focus on that wishing well. In this deck, the Seven of Cups, there's all these distractions, but there's only one wishing well, which is you. And he has to have that courage to go after that, right? So what do you do to get to your Nine of Cups? You have to leave behind what is comfortable and familiar. You have to leave your old ways behind in order to go for something more. And that leads you to the Wheel of Fortune that says everything's going to work out in your favor. The delay, there's not going to be that procrastination because he knows what he wants in his life. When he gets to that point, through this whole, and regardless, through this whole transition, you were both putting each other back together, and I feel like that's part of the twin thing anyway. These triggers help us understand what needs to be healed so that we can depend on ourselves to do the work and kind of, sew ourselves back together to our truest form, which is our light body, our spiritual truth. So stay in gratitude, stay in abundance, give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires, because I know you've been working really hard at this, okay? I hope that helps, and I hope that makes sense.
All right, we've got Shanine.
SW Studios?
Yeah, we have a question right here.
All right, and then Melissa is next after her, and Anna and Allison.
So she said she left a narcissistic relationship.
Yay!
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 Yeah. Honor yourself for that one. Living life and loving it. Have a new man, Scorpio. Are we going to make it?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
I know, like, narcissistic relationships, it always takes a while to come out of, like, really do the healing from those kind of relationships.
Especially if you're an empath.
Right.
You soak in that energy and you just stir, and it takes a bit to cough that black shit up. I healed in 5 months, and then she came back, and then I had to heal, and I healed in 5 months again. But that was it. I was done.
And she said Scorpio.
Scorpio, yeah. Man, that's a whole car salad on the floor here. Looks good.
Yeah. Oh. Alright. Okay.
see love is in the air.
Mhm.
I see real healing is coming to your life.
Like seeing that on the bottom of the deck.
Yeah.
Oh, and you got it up there too. All right. What would his heart space like to tell her?
What's the 10 of Aries?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Pentacles?
What?
Mhm.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You ready?
Me? Yeah, sure, I'm up. Right on, yep. Let's see here. I seen a bit of gnarly, and that's just your past with the narcissist, so I didn't even bring that up, because why not?
No,
Why would we bring it here? Bottom of the top, or yeah, I didn't even pull it from that. Ace of Swords, though, that's a good thing. I've got the Queen of Wands, the 10 of Pentacles, the 3 of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. Great love coming in for you, I can guarantee it. Some kind of a love that a partner that you definitely deserve after what you've been through, right, is coming in to usher in that 10 of Pentacles that you definitely deserve, right? You have to feel it, and with this Ace of Cups on the top of this spread with the 4 of Wands underneath it, is take the time to love on yourself, definitely. It does take a long time to kind of let go of that icky, vibratory, black, disgusting shit from a narcissist. So love yourself for making it through. You did it, yay. But yeah, definitely take that time to enjoy life. You might want to go to the beach,
Go to the beach.
you know, or Disney World or something.
Something.
Just to raise that vibration, right? Just make, like, you just want to celebrate. I just want to celebrate. 3 of Cups, dude. 3 of Cups. You bust it up.
Celebrate.
Yeah. Right after this. So, from where you're going from there is like, you've got the 6 of Swords. You're moving on to calmer waters. The King of Cups, the dude that, you know, is in touch with his emotions. He's not, don't expect him to be, you know, Prince Charming or anything, because he's a king, dude. He's stable in his emotions, and that's what you're calling in for yourself. So I say, well, at the bottom of the deck too is the Chariot. This is coming, and this could come quicker than you'd expect, but keep your heart, your vibe up, love on yourself, and you know, put it behind you, put that stuff behind you, because you deserve this. You deserve what's coming here. And from what I'm just gonna tell you right now, what I'm saying, it's looking good.
Yeah, that's nice. What I see right here, in the past here is my Princess of Swords. This is my New Age princess. This is the one that's learning about law of attraction. And, you know, she is looking at some seagulls and looking at a jagged mountain and realized that she didn't like the world that she was creating. It comes with the old 7 of Swords, the old liar, cheater, oh sneaky. Definitely looks to me like you cut old sneaky out of your life, because I got release the X right there, no doubt about it, because you decided to love yourself first with my Queen of Cups. My empath, the one with psychic abilities, the dreamer right here, has this big giant cup of love that she wants to give to somebody. Could be a water sign. I got a lot of water on my spread right here. But the thing about the Queen of Cups is, because she is an empath, she may have a tendency to use law of attraction backwards and then attract the broken to her. And then pour out way too much of herself, forgetting about her own needs and her own wants, until she's just exhausted with the situation, generally crying out, please take your broken ass on down the road. I don't know how to fix you right here. But I do like that. That is agape love right in the middle of this spread here. I got 6 of Cups, more water energy. Past life soulmate coming into your life, and then the Queen of Wands coming next, who knows her worthiness. This is a vibrational shift that has happened right here for you. I like it very much. It's very good. I got worth waiting for. Imagine that, huh? Because you have stayed optimistic about your love life. you know, and these people right here, they're major spiritual catalysts for us.
Mhm.
That's it right there.
It's all about growth.
And it's about, you know, they will propel you into a whole new world of spirituality. Fly high, my friend. You change your whole vibration. In my opinion, learn everything you can about law of attraction because you're using it right here. Let's use it right. You know. I got worth waiting for. Stay optimistic. I did pull out the engagement card, huh? With the passion card right here. With the very soon, because you have clearly decided what you want. You want this, Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, huh? And what do we got up here? Oh, this is very nice as well. Keep an open mind because your soulmate may differ from your usual type or expectations, you see. And what has happened here is you have changed your vibration, which is going to bring in a different kind of person instead of, you know, continuing to attract the same person with a different face. You know what I'm talking about right here. You have changed your vibration, and it shows them right here with my retreat card, just taking it easy. They're out taking a walk in the woods, chatting with each other. They do have wedding garb on, by the way. He does have a tuxedo. She does have a wedding gown on right here. But I see a major change. You know, don't kick yourself for going through this right here. Love yourself because this was a major catalyst for you to propel you to becoming this a Queen of Cups and the Queen of Wands, and it is going to attract in this Six of Cups, which I love that energy right there.
I just got something to add. I got the King of Cups. He's got the Queen of Cups. You guys might be at a distance.
And that is that water energy too. I'm
Exactly,
looking for the Scorpio right here, and I do see very positive water cards right here. What you got, Sunshine?
Well, so we have the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom, the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. And I do see that you have been doing a lot of work, especially to come out of the narcissistic relationships.
I'm proud of you.
This is a beautiful spread for what you've been through. So listen, your Scorpio absolutely feels this connection with you, like hardcore. I mean, I can just feel this love pouring through, and I feel like on some level he might not fully express what he's feeling towards
Well, he's
you.
Scorpio. I mean,
Yeah.
forgive me.
That's the distance.
Right, yeah. But listen, with the romantic feelings, express your love, and very soon, I feel the way that what he's really feeling inside, because we have romance, Cupid arrow strikes. He sees your light, honey. He sees what you're
there's a change
vibrating,
right
and
there.
there's like this magnetic pull. He wants it, he needs it in his life, and he wants to build on it and create this stable life. He wants to help build this empire with you, and he's gonna open up to you really soon. If you've been wondering how he really feels, that conversation is going to be had. With the engagement, the flirt, and calling in your soulmate, just again, have fun with it. But with let go of control issues, if you're wondering like how committed he is to this relationship, he is committed, but also release the attachment to the outcome. Whether it ends in engagement or marriage or whatever the case may be, just be glad that you have someone in your life that sees you for the light that you are, okay? Have fun with it. The more that you flirt and keep in that beautiful, free-flowing energy, you're just going to call him in more to you because you're using that divine light with the High Priestess card, okay? You are using the full embodiment of intuition and using your spiritual truths to create and promote healing between the mind and the heart space, right? Allowing the necessary changes of what happened in both of your past to help propel you forward, to be able to sit in that silence and still be okay because now you're gaining that truth and that clarity. Anytime you do get triggered, and it's understandable with the past, okay? Like you've been through a lot, but this is not a story that's going to repeat, right? This is a totally different storyline with the Ten of Pentacles being on the bottom with the King of Wands. I feel, especially with all this King energy, he knows what he wants, you know what you want, and I feel that y'all really have a lot to build on together, and there's still a lot of significant changes that are gonna happen in this dynamic, but regardless, you keep shining your light, and he is going to want to create that safe space for you to just shine, is what I'm hearing.
That's beautiful, dude. That's
Yeah.
definitely a divine relationship.
Right.
You know, the new state of love. This is how everything's moving. Is just like truly going with the flow. I didn't even think I knew what that was until like lately, and it's just and being in the moment, enjoying it all, right?
Yeah.
Like enjoying even like the smallest of things, right? That you can do together that bring you closer, that you might even overlook, or you might have overlooked with the narcissist, or that even being with the narcissist, you might be still in that, caught in that energy, and it's easy to overlook. So you just keep, pushing it out, and notice the little synchronicities and the little beauties the little gems that are hidden in between, in the sand there, and you guys do great.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you. I'm proud of
Yeah.
you. And ultimately, because you changed your vibration, I got very
Right.
soon passion coming in. Very soon,
Lots of it.
engagement coming
Yeah.
in here for you.
All right, Melissa is next, and I'll just say, don't put too much stipulations or expectations on it. Just enjoy the love that you're sharing with each other, because really it doesn't matter how it ends. It matters what you're experiencing in the moment with each other, and I think y'all will be just fine. All right, so we have Melissa is next, then Anna and Allison, and we are out of here.
Do we have a question?
Yeah, Melissa, love. I've been single for a couple of years. I was waiting to be done with daughter-father legal issues before I opened up my heart. But I realized that the years are going by and I'm in the same place. At times it feels like he doesn't want me to move, but I feel like I am ready for the next chapter in my life. So, what does love hold for Melissa? Yeah. Yeah.
Look at that.
Lots of options for you, Melissa.
It ain't over, honey.
Things are, yeah, it ain't over. We got a Knight of Wands on the table. More party time. You got some fun ahead in your future.
I see that with this card
Oh,
too.
yeah.
There's gonna be some sort of trip or travel. And even if you're, sorry,
That's alright.
even if you are like worried about finances or kind of leaving the homestead behind to go on a trip, you need a vacation, girl.
Dude.
Yeah, huh?
You know?
Yeah, everybody's smiling here, Melissa.
She goes, I don't like that smile, Mike.
Oh, these are nice.
Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Woo!
Oh, there's all kinds of them.
Well, it's classic right here, you know. It really is. It's nice. Well, I'll start right here.
Yep, go ahead.
What the first card I got out is the Major Arcana. It's the Hierophant, and this is the Pope of the Tarot deck, and he's definitely about committed relationships, no doubt about it. It ain't over, honey. There's something very special coming in here for you. Seven of Cups. There may be a lot of options that open themselves up to you in the very near future. You know, and I always see this card as knowing the fact that what you own owns you. I also see this card as looking into the windows of heaven and being very specific about what you want. You know, And Four of Swords right there, you have absolutely taken this time. Don't look at this time as, well, it's been quiet for a couple of years as a waste of time, because this Four of Swords, he took this time right here to interact with the divine and heal his heart and love on himself. And he used that sword right there also to cut things out of his life that no longer served him for his highest good. I have a lot of angelic activity around you. I have the High Priestess, a Major Arcana. This is Cancer Pisces. I also have the Temperance card, that's Sagittarius. And this is about, Michael flying around right there. He has the 2 cups in his hand. It's about continuing to do what you're doing right here. See this lover coming in here for you. Get these confirmations from tarot readers. This is love that's coming in, because I got the old dreaded worth waiting for card. Okay? And they stay optimistic. So you have right here. And you have freed yourself right here from this, the Four of Swords, the healing, whatever, and the cutting shit out that no longer served you for it. It wasn't wasted time, no. And then right up here, I got keep an open mind, because your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, which can talk with me about sometimes we need to look for somebody different. So we don't need to go and look for the same old thing right there. 7 of Cups right there tells me that there's going to be some options coming in. Could be the catch, could be the one right there. And I do got my Princess of Wands. I love her, man. She's all about a passionate new beginning coming in here for you. Something that you've wanted for a while. I like it. And Michael's flying around right there too. That's also fire energy. I see fire here. I also see water here. And this is Taurus. My majors that I have, in case you want to write them down, I got Taurus, I got Cancer, Pisces, and Sagittarius. It's nice. I like it. You haven't wasted time. You did the work on the inside of yourself. You've learned to be specific about what you want right here. And let Source know that this is what I want. I like it. You're going to get what you want right here. Because if you don't, you already know how to free yourself from the situation. I like it. What you got?
Bottom of this deck is the Devil, and I pulled a full spread out for you, and I didn't even realize it. It was just too late. I'm like, what the heck did I do? So I'll give you the 10-cent tour. The Devil coming out right now, looking at that and what's behind the Devil, is you needed this. You needed to go through this. You need to, and it's clearing out karmic cycles from past lives even, that's moving you forward into this beautiful future that you got before you. And you do have that. You got Ace of Swords and the Lovers, right? That's what this is all about. This magical mess in front of me here. Knight of Wands, the Empress, the 3 of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. You know what you want. You're in your power. You've got, I'm not going to say that word, Spirit, I'm sorry, but FBs that are willing to come, right? And really, with this 3 of Cups, why not indulge yourself? If that's what you need to raise your vibration, then go out, have a good time. Allow new people into your life, new love prospects in your life, because you're worth it, right? Don't be afraid to love again. 8 of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess, the dynamic duo there that you got.
Yeah, I got the Hierophant and the High Priestess as well. This really gets sweet over here, man.
Yeah, man. Like after this part here, it's like you did the work. You don't have to worry about. I think with this, it's telling me that you might have this worry in you, like is
it ever gonna come?
Really, right? Like that vibration here, and you've got the High Priest and the Hierophant, man. It's coming. It's coming, and it's coming. Something that's so high vibe.
Yeah, high vibe, man.
High vibe that you ain't got to worry about shit. 10 of Pentacles right after that power couple, right? That super spiritual, intuitive,
and
in touch with the divine.
The Hierophant and the High Priestess are the divine.
Masculine and feminine.
That's 5D masculine, and that's 5D feminine, by the way.
When that shows up on the table, twice, that pair,
Mm.
that
And
means
then I
that
got Michael right there with the 2 cups. This
you-
is something sweet.
you guys are already vibing in
the
the
vibe.
ethers. You guys
Thank
are
you.
already
Y'all are taking
together.
the words right out of my mouth.
You're already together. So yeah,
Am I
Queen of
not
Wands, the
right?
Fool, and the 6 of Wands. This is amazing, dude. Don't be afraid to take that leap.
Mhm.
You know, don't be afraid to open yourself up to being loyal to someone again. You know what I mean? Because there's victory here,
Mhm.
dude. Victory's all
6 of
over
Wands,
this.
that's right. Victory after the
Victory.
battle because of confidence in yourself.
Right.
There you go. So that's lovely.
That's
That
a nice
Let's wrap it up.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, y'all pretty much took everything out of my mouth. So,
So
you know,
sorry.
I'll just kind of do a recap. But yeah, no, you've been going through a lot of balancing out your energies, and I feel like now that you're coming out of a lot of this change, right, and finalizing certain things, going through that forgiving and learning and realizing everything you've been through was for your benefit. Now it's for you to have some fun, okay?
Mhm.
It is time for you to have some fun. So, like I was saying earlier, I know that there are children involved and there's certain legalities and whatnot, but even if you are concerned about money, you need to take a trip. And I honestly feel like you are going to meet this person on that trip.
Just
Okay.
okay.
Oh, well, there you go.
She wants to
So,
come to Orlando. We're
oh,
live.
is that?
We're live in Orlando right now. Yeah, that was her.
Amazing. So there you go.
Do
You might meet your person. Now I will also say with the Knight of Swords and the Nine of Swords being here, like, don't worry about when they're coming in. Are they gonna come in right now? You're like, I know you're wanting it kind of quick, but when we put that stipulation on it, we actually create resistance. So just understand, like, dude, you're already connecting on the 5D level. I mean, they literally took it out of my mouth because we have a message for you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of you at this very moment. Your love fills me with light and I love you. Like, they already know you exist, right? They're calling the person that you're calling in, they're calling in you too. So just keep that energy flowing. Understand that emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And that's where that Nine of Swords energy comes in. Don't let your mental energies like plant those seeds of doubt so that you're not receiving the messages from the divine about this divine counterpart that's coming in, because you really have gotten to that point where this magnetic and seductive quality is surrounding you, and you just need to enjoy that. And that's why you need to go on this vacation, because when you meet this person, you need to be in that high vibe high vibe energy. So when you meet this person, your intuition is on point and you are immediately going to recognize that chemistry. You can enjoy each other, and when you meet, you're just going to be like, this was worth it all. Okay. With the Strength card being here, it's also saying that when you believe in divine timing and believe that what is yours will always come to you, right? What is meant for you will always be provided, and everything that is meant to leave, that has served its purpose, or that contract that you signed up for will leave because the lesson has already been learned. Forgive your past. Understand that you have all the confidence for this connection that's coming in because you have already been through the battle. Trust, transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Know that they're already on their way. They're already thinking about you. You're already connecting with them on the 5D. That already lets you know this person exists, right? So, power, you instinctively know what is right to do, and you right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. So even if someone does come in the meantime, and you're not feeling that connection, that spark, you can walk away, right? If it doesn't feel like that love, that passion,
But
then
you will know this
you're
person
gonna
when you
know
meet them.
when this person comes in, because this is your divine counterpart.
It is.
It is. We have the twin flame card. Your passion ignites. in the meantime, look inside yourself, examine what is causing you to feel this way, that is causing you to feel restless about this partner coming in. Have fun, go on vacation, stay high vibing, and know that that person is coming, and woo, it's gonna be a ride.
Vibration or vacation is a great way to let go of mental mind fog.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't understand that. I burnt out at work. I went on vacation. I got red again. I went back to work. I got mind fucked. You need, like, honestly, everyone should go get the fuck out of town at least once a year.
Yeah.
You know, and just let loose. Allow all those worries, that shit, the mental mind fuck, like I said, to just melt away on a roller coaster or something, right? I just want to kind of tell you guys what she was saying. It's funny, I've sensed and smelled him during meditation.
Oh, no doubt.
She smelled his cologne.
Oh, that's
I've
nice.
seen that before. I've seen that before, dude. And there's divinity in there.
Yeah.
They're giving you signs of, like, this is a superpower couple. Superpowers.
Yep.
So
Melissa is next, and then Anna and Allison. And yeah, especially with those kind of connections, that's actually the sign of the divine couple. So when you start connecting on a 5D level to the point that you're smelling them, you're feeling them, you know, even with mine, when he wants to remind me that he's still there, I'll be driving down the road and he's there holding my hand, and I look over and I see him there, like, and it's just that quick, right? But that's how they show up for us. That's how they remind us that whatever's going on in the 3D, it doesn't matter, because in the 5D they're there. They love you.
Anna, you got your question ready? Please post it.
Yeah, Melissa.
Oh, is it Melissa?
Melissa,
Oh,
right?
because there was Melissa before.
Did we just do Melissa?
We did Melissa.
Okay, that was
444.
okay. So it is Anna. Sorry, I forgot to cross her off. And then Allison. Okay. And is Anna? Did she have another question?
She had another question. Was regarding health.
Health.
So she was like, "Can we ask health?" And I says, "Why not?
Yeah.
We can
try.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't hurt."
All right.
So go ahead, Anna, and post your question, and we'll see what we get. And Allison, right?
Yeah.
Allison, have your question ready, please, to copy, cut, and paste. So Anna says, "Is my health result of my stress or past life karma,
I was just about
or
to
evil
ask.
eye? Trying to heal my body, do I need to become a vegetarian?" Well, there ain't nothing wrong with becoming a vegetarian.
No.
There ain't nothing wrong with not being one.
Well, okay, so, you know, I actually saw something earlier that said diets, right? Think about it, diets versus health. When we talk about words and the way that they're spelled out, when you spell out diet, right, it's restrictive. You're keeping yourself to certain things, and it's a fad, and you feel it ends up creating more unhappiness when you have to force yourself to stick to a certain diet, right? But when you have health, like you're eating things of the 7 main chakra systems, reds, greens, yellows, orange, blues, all these different colors within the food groups are ultimately going to help support your 7 main chakra systems. So that's also a really good way to look at it. And eat what makes you feel good. Some of us are just so stuck on processed foods, which I totally get. It's it can be very expensive to eat clean, but it's just a matter of what makes you feel good. And anything in your life that is not energetically supporting you is going to create resistance, especially if you haven't had, I'm picking up, if you haven't had any Reiki done in a while, it'd probably be good to get some of that done, just to kind of flush out your energy fields. because when our root chakra is blocked, then it creates a uneven flow of energy within our other main systems. So between Reiki and just eating more a variety of colorful foods, you know, I wouldn't necessarily say, do you need to go vegan? But if you eat meat, then make sure that you're eating clean meat, not processed meat.
Grass fed, local.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Non-probiotics.
Ethically, you know,
raised.
sacrificed.
Yes. I prefer going to an actual butcher, like a farm.
Yeah, for sure. Meeting your cow and, you know, interacting. Because there's the First Nation kind of, they honor their kill, right? They honor the spirit that is giving itself to nourish you, right? So that really means a lot for keeping your vibration high. What I'm getting with this, you're stressed out. I can see it. You know, you got past heartbreak. You don't think that you have any options opening up or available. You're not really. You might be seeing offers of love, but your heart's kind of closed off. You know, and it's time for a change. You gotta let go of like past heartbreak. You gotta move forward onto that. I see the Two of Wands in reverse. Like you really have to go on vacation, man. You know what I mean? Because stress will definitely play a huge role in tearing your everything down when it comes to your body, your immune system, your mental health, like your spirituality is really what brought me out of this. You know, aside from a vacation, spirituality is really what brought me out of this. Spirit has a wonderful way of bringing you up at the Nine of Cups here. The star is spirit saying, you know, have faith that we are here to help. You know, in this transitional period, the Death card, that's what this is about. And as you do this, as you let go, as you say, I do have options. You start affirming these things in the mirror. I do love myself. These past hurts do not own me. They only served me to see what true love is, right? You'll get these offers. You'll see that your entire world changes. And a new world a new life begins. It's not easy. I've been on this journey with you for the past 2 years, and I've been stuck in that Nine of Wands, right? Like I am the wounded warrior. But it doesn't have to be that way. We can move forward. You know, we can let go of those things, that heartbreak, and just move forward. Take this Two of Wands and turn it upright and say, you know, I have the world in my hands. I have the opportunity to say, if it's work that's driving me nuts, fuck work. I'm moving on. You know what I mean? I'm moving towards my passion. You got, like, there's wands in here. All kinds of wands. You got all kinds of wands to choose from, too. Nine of Wands. You know what you don't want, but you also know what you do want. So just get into that mind frame. What you want can come to you. Know what you want, and it shall. And your health will turn around after that. I feel great now.
Yeah, that's Four of Swords. That's a card of healing.
Yeah, healing, yeah, for sure it does.
I just need to throw this out real quick. I don't know if you want to go next, but if you have not seen the movie First Wives Club, that popped up for me when you said that, you don't own me. And there's the end of the end of the song, and it's the three of them and everything that they had been through and everything that they created, and they're in their white suits. You know, white is the sign of purity and clarity and all that beautiful goodness, and they're walking down the street with their heads held high, dancing in the road, singing, "You don't know me." So if you haven't seen that, just go watch it, even a good clip of it. It's a beautiful little skit. If you haven't watched the movie, then you should.
Movies have a great way of raising your vibration and getting out of your head.
I love
too,
that movie, but that did pop up for me, so.
There you go.
What do you got for?
So yeah, I feel the same thing. I just feel like there's a lot of introspection that still needs to happen, because ultimately with the separation, deception, and retreat card, I feel that you just have a lot of trust issues when it comes to anyone showing up in your life, and you really need to take some time to really work on connecting more to your higher self to allow that connection to help you understand what it is that you actually want and need out of the partner you are looking for. Because with the retreat card, they're walking through the woods. They got the wedding dress and the tux on, and they're having these deep, meaningful conversations. But if you don't trust that they're, showing them true selves, and that everyone's wearing a false mask, and therefore it's creating separation in your life,
That'll drive you crazy.
it will drive you crazy. With the Page of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ace of Cups, I feel like you just need to be really honest with yourself about any connection in your life, whether it be family, friends, significant other, it doesn't matter. You are the creator of your own happiness, and happiness is your birthright. So if there is a lot of stress, which it definitely seems like there is, it is up to you to, speak it into existence, and remember that your wishes can be fulfilled through claiming your own personal power, having that independence, that belief in yourself, and have your cup overflowing when you feel happy and grateful and just bountiful every day. And we're gonna slip, that's normal, but we don't need to stay there. It's like just bringing ourselves back, knowing that Spirit's got it under control, and when we hit a hiccup, it's teaching us something. We need to honor that and be grateful for the highs and the lows. But really, with the Ace of Cups being here, I feel like there are going to be a lot of new emotional experiences which are going to help with your health in general. But between just eating a little more consciously, being more conscious of what you're watching, what you're saying, what you're putting into your body, and who you're hanging around, all of these things have effect on us. So take some time for yourself, really focus on, are you wearing a false mask? Who do you feel is wearing a false mask in your life? And, where do you feel like you are having lack of trust? Because personally, I feel when we have trust issues, it's because we don't trust ourselves. And, that's a thing that we really need to address, because anyone who comes into my life now, I can say you are a vibrational match or you're not, and I trust that. So if I let you into my life, then I trust you.
Yeah, Eight of Cups in reverse is speaking to that. Like not really being secure to make the decision.
Right.
Is this good for me or not? So yeah, just go to the beach.
Yep, go to the beach. Go to
Health,
Disney.
right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
What was this person's name?
This is
That was Anna.
Anna. Health. All right, health. The first thing that you need to know about health is that, you're an extension of source energy in an earth suit. And that you have authority over this earth suit, not this earth suit having authority over you. And I got Eight of Swords right there, which is, the old mental mind fuck card right here. Talks about being all up in your head about it, feeling stuck in the situation, but truly the only place that we ever are stuck is in our thought process right here. I want you to begin to see yourself whole. And these guys mentioned a lot of things about the natural, but I'm going to talk with you about the spiritual a little bit. About knowing that you have authority over your earth suit. See, we need an earth suit to live on earth. We're not this suit. We're not this piece of meat, but it is absolutely over top of who we are. We're a spirit. When we go to the moon, they need a moon suit to go to the moon, or they can't go to the moon. And if that moon suit isn't working right, they make some adjustments and make the moon suit work better. It's the same situation right here. First thing you need to do is realize that you have authority over this flesh right here. And I'm really big on words and knowing authority, and I got no problem with speaking to my body and telling my body to line up and function in the perfection with which it was created. I'm telling it I'm not putting up with this sickness. I'm not having you in my life. I refuse to accept you. I reject you, sickness. Get the hell out. I'm not putting up with your shit today. It ain't happening with me. You know, and the old five of cups came next, you know, the old river of tears because of the stuck in the head about this, you know. But he's supposed to turn around and pick up the 2 cups, pick up the bliss, see the victory, and go over that bridge over troubled water, back up to that high vibration castle right there. There's a lot of amazing stuff on YouTube about what I'm talking about realizing who you are and that you're not this earth suit and that you have authority over it. And to turn around and to pick up these 2 cups. The next card I got for you is the 6 of Wands, which is victory after the battle because of confidence in yourself. I love it for you right there. And the next card I got is the World card. Talks about completion of a cycle. This can talk about years of shit being upside down with your health. But that you turning it around right here by not putting up with it anymore. Speaking to yourselves and whatever's going on. Tell them to line up and get right with yourself right here. 10 of Wands, again, talks about a completion of a cycle. A very burdensome cycle. He's going to get up to the top of the hill, and when he gets up there, he's going to pick up that Ace of Wands, a passionate new beginning for you. And then, you know, I see healing for you because the star is at the end of this right here. You know, and this is a great card of healing. It's that card of great hope and great faith. It's definitely not 8 of Swords. It's definitely not the River of Tears, 5 of Cups right there. But it is seeing yourself healed and whole. You know, I call myself healed and whole. How can I be sick if I am the healed and I am the whole? There's no possible way.
Amen.
You know, so I want you to really be led by source, possibly to look around on YouTube. Amazing healers on YouTube. I love YouTube. Love you guys. And see the victory. I quit putting up with it. I mean, fuck, you may have to get up on your kitchen table and shout at it, you know, because if something has seriously taken root, it's so much easier to get it when it's little and pluck it out when it's little. But if something has taken root in there, it may take a minute to, you know, do some spiritual warfare and just not put up with it anymore. No, I'm not going to put up with this shit no more. I'm the healed, I'm the whole. Don't get me going. We're going to talk about health and healing and all that.
Amen, amen.
You know, because we just need to make some adjustments on our earth suit because, you know, you're truly an extension of source energy that's in an earth suit. You have the authority over this earth suit, not the earth suit having authority over you.
Amen.
It's good stuff.
Awesome. All right.
Just cast that shit out.
Allison, you were next. And you were the last one. Thank you, everyone, for showing up tonight, not only for us, but for yourselves. These are amazing messages, and it's such an honor to work with y'all.
Thank you, dog.
As-
You too.
Oh, amazing. I love everything that we've done this week. Even the drive.
Even the drive.
Allison was saying, I'm thinking about communicating, sharing true feelings with a certain Libra man, the DM. Just wondering what the advice from Spirit is in regards to that and potential outcome.
All right, beautiful.
All right. Oh, Ellie, I also work here's Giant Don we're talking about that audio that we the one guy that healed himself. He was all fucked up and he went into his body and he worked through every cell. Can you post that name of the author if it's easy to do that? Dude, you know what no, dude wasn't there actually. If you can do that, that'd be cool. I'd look on my phone, but that's what we're using to record right now. And that'd help for sure, Ollie. Joe Dispenza, yeah. Amazing story that guy had. Joe Dispenza, yeah. amazing story that guy had. Yeah, there you go, Allison. You already knew it. Oh. That's two good cards. Alright, let's see. Keep going. Yeah, I get you, Spirit. I get you. Allie, are you high vibing right now? Are you? That's a question I'm gonna need to know. I can kind of see it right now, but I want to hear it from you. You know? Oh. Oh yeah?
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go first.
You get her. She's high vibing.
What's this lady's name?
Allie.
Allie.
Allison.
Allison. I got nice cards for you. Your question was, should you reach out to your Libra DM? Well, I got the first card that I got is a major arcana. It is Temperance, which, you know, tells me that this relationship is about 95% manifested in the ethers. You got about 5% left to bring it down into the 3D right here. Definitely shows Michael with the 2 cups in his hand, doing the alchemy, the blending of fire and water, you know, and I'm not telling you, that you don't know. It may take a minute. It definitely talks about the potential of all the cooperative components coming together for you, being at the right place at the right time. Michael has rainbows above him. That's because these angels, that's what they see. They see rainbows, huh? Why not? And I do got the King of Swords. That's next. That's your Libra right there. And he has his hands crossed over his little heart right there, you know. But that is a card of communication. It could be you that reaches out here, because that is the Princess of Wands that comes next here. And she is all about communication, passionate communication. Sitting next to the Magician, which is about communication. There's going to be communication here. I feel that you may reach out. But I got a 5 of Swords at the end of this, so if you do reach out and you do not get the response that you want, hey, I don't want you busting a Coke bottle and carving his name in your arm. You know what I'm talking about? Because I got Justice right here, Major Arcana, which is Libra, which is the balancing of the karma between these two. You do know how to free yourself from this situation, and you have freed yourself. I got free yourself. And it's that old story about loving yourself first. Loving yourself more than that burning love that you have for that divine right there. And loving the divine more than that burning love that you have for them as well. And the attraction. Definitely be in the now, be in the moment. I would say if you want to reach out to him, go ahead and do it. But don't be hard on yourself if it doesn't go the way that you want it to go, okay? What you got?
Me or you? Okay, cool. Yeah. Playing off of Mike's, I think that's why, I kind of wanted to go next, is you're in your power. You have gratitude for where you are and how far you've come on this journey. You've gone within and you filled your own cup, right? And you're manifesting this, and it's all kind of falling into place, but definitely...
You are the Magician.
You are the Magician. There's so many cards here that are coinciding with him.
It's all about communication.
Pretty much the same spread. Same vibration. Anyways, 6 of Cups is here. That's you guys. Wheel of Fortune is here, that's good favor. Four of Cups in reverse is like, it's time. It's truly time. And the Knight of Cups is like, I don't think anybody would turn down a Knight of Cups, even if they weren't showing up as a king. There is work to do, and you can only do it when you talk to each other, right? You have to honor not only you for coming this far and not reaching out, but you have to honor him too for also doing some work on himself. As you do the work, they also do the work, even if you don't see it. So I'd say, as advice that's coming off of this spread right here, you being in your power to move forward in this decision to communicate, is you really have to don't fucking do it, Spirit. No, not right now. Not right now.
Come back, Danny.
I know, right? Okay, high yourself. You just keep fucking going on, dude. Like, come on. I'm fighting this memory relapse shit that I've been going through for a while. So, yeah, Ace of Cups, like, keep feeding that self as you're moving towards them, and like, no, there we go. Thank you, Spirit. Like Mike was saying, right? The outcome of this communication, like, I know you all just want to just jump into a fucking basket and get carried off into like by the Easter Bunny down a beautiful hole with a fucking picnic and shit. Might not turn out that way. Actually, I would even take my mind off of that. Okay, don't bring expectation to this table. Okay, you let go of all of that shit and you say, Spirit, I know you're with me. Higher self, when I communicate, I need you to come into me and speak my truth. Speak the words that need to be heard, and speak them with so much love, and passion and light and lightheartedness, that when he hears the words, he has the opportunity to hear the fucking words. Truly hear the words and see your perception, right? I'd even pray for him too, because having please, or no, you can just tell Spirit, look, I need you guys, my higher selves, like I've got ancestors, you got fuck all to do. Go over there and start talking to his higher self and his ancestors. Plant the seeds that this, we have something going on here. It's sacred. 6 of Cups. It's past life. It's time to step into mission. Let's get right. And then when you approach him, that vibration will be there. He's been nurtured by those in the ethers, right? You guys are in contact. We were talking about this too, Mike. Like, your higher self and his higher self, because this is a divine connection, are one in the 5D. Are one, like, together. They speak to each other because they are each other. And they're here to guide they're here to guide you guys, both of you. So yeah, don't worry about how the outcome's going to turn out. Just do it, and know, even if it doesn't turn out in your favor, it's still going to turn out.
It's going to turn out.
Yeah, it's definitely going to turn out.
I know you want to reach out to him, but I just keep looking at that 5 of Swords right there, which is about putting yourself up in the front of the card, doing what's best for you. And if I feel that you're probably going to reach out, and if you do and you don't get the response that you want, I want you to not kick yourself for that. I want you to continue to love on yourself, okay? There's going to be balance. I mean, this is your Libra right there with Justice. It's very clear to me. See, because this king has his hands over his heart, so his heart chakra still may be a little closed down. We're all waiting for sacred masculine to open up their heart chakras. That's going to change the vibration on this planet. You're definitely playing in this game right here. There's going to be some communication, the old magician. As above, so below. As within, so without. Okay? I like it. I do like it. I don't want him to hurt you if you do reach out. You understand what I'm talking about? I wish I could talk to you right now, because I feel you're going to. Okay, but I want you to love yourself first and not kick yourself. regardless of what happens right here. This union is going to manifest.
Mhm.
I got 3 communication cards right here.
And a
Okay.
power couple.
And a power couple, absolutely. What you got, Sunshine?
Well, and this is why I love the way Spirit works, and I just like keeping it free flowing. And this is a good lesson for everyone, because even I got taught right now. So, listen, guys, when I first pulled this, I wasn't really sure what to think, and when you asked if she was high vibing, I was kind of questioning that for a second, because there's a lot of pain. There's a lot of pain, right?
There is.
So listen, if
Yeah.
I would have gone
It
first,
hasn't been good
I
to her.
probably wouldn't have received the messages that I did by them doing their side first. You know what I'm saying? So let things add up the way they need to without trying to manipulate or control the outcome. If you try to control the process, you're not going to get all the information you need, okay?
Big time.
Period. So let's start off with, on his side, okay? He does need to learn to give this relationship a chance. He needs to learn to love himself first and let go of control issues, because he's used to one-sided love and he's used to giving one-sided love. He needs to understand that he is deserving, but he knows that you could be the one. He's just got to get through all of his traumatic experiences. But I do feel you've been working really hard on a higher level of trying to heal the pain between y'all, because with the 3 of Swords, I feel like you're constantly just sending him love, and when you feel that pang in your heart and you feel you're connecting to him and you know he's struggling, you're constantly trying to mend his broken heart. But be aware of that too. That you're not putting too much time and effort into healing that you forget to focus on what needs to be healed within you too. Because there's always truth and clarity in these situations, and what is your truth can also be his, right? And vice versa. You are one. There is no separation. And when you get to that point of working together and not just one-sided, like, oh, I'm just sending him love, but connecting to his higher self, as they were saying, like actually meeting up in the 5D where both of you can balance out those energies, so when you do meet up, then it's more on an equal playing field, right? So we have the Queen of Cups. This is about listening to your intuition, trusting your heart, and celebrating your own truth, and the trials and tribulations you've both gone through that are leading up to this communication, right? Understanding everything had to happen in order to bring this union together, but with the High Priestess and the Sun card, you know it's all going to work out in your favor, hun, okay? With the Soulmate, keep an open mind, religious factors, and new love. Listen, both of you know that there's this deep soul connection here, and there's no doubt on your side, but there is on his. So it's just keeping an open mind, because he's still working through some self-limiting beliefs. Maybe your religious beliefs are on 2 totally different pages, or, you know, it just could be a lot of differences in your life, but you have to get to that point where y'all are on a, again, equal playing field, so that new form of love can come in, so that those old ways of y'all working within that dynamic don't keep showing up, okay? Yes, he cares about you. We have the Secret Admirer card. So yes, he's not being open about how he really feels about you, but does any DM really do that until they get to that point of opening their heart and being true with their emotions, okay? So yes, with the 4 of Swords and the 3 of Swords being here, we have the healing card. It says, imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. And that's what I feel like you're doing on that 5D level. He's saying to you, even though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. And that's what a true divine duo does. Like once you meet each other, you're already in union. We're just
That's
too
right.
caught up on the physical aspect, right? So once you get over that, then that new beginning will come in, a new adventure awaits, embrace it and live your dreams
Yeah, I see
passionately.
Victor here too.
Yep.
Yeah, that surrender is like huge.
Mm-hmm.
The
This is the
connection-
ultimate form of surrender.
Right, the connection will always exist and always be there, and
Mhm.
it's always destined, right, to
Mhm.
happen. So why not surrender? Why
Right.
not just let it go and love, right? She's
Mhm.
saying, I know he's been closed off to communication in the past, I just never fully told him my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm getting signs right now, I just want clarity. Well, give
Draw-
yourself
yeah.
clarity.
Yeah, and listen, and again, even if he does not respond, and listen, I'll go ahead and tell you a little tidbit on my personal situation. I did exactly what you're feeling right now. And I was like, you know what, out of all this back and forth, I never really laid it out. I've always kind of tiptoed.
Yeah, well,
and
I really
finally-
see that she's going to do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and finally I was
Okay.
like, listen, I don't feel like I'm
It
the
could
only
tip
one
the stick.
conflicted.
It could tip the scales right
Mhm.
here.
And okay, now
But I do got
granted,
that 5 of swords, so
granted,
don't kick yourself.
right.
Okay.
Because
please.
when they're blocked off from communication and in their heart space, it's not, yes, it will get those emotions stirring, but it can also scare them too, because then it makes them think, what do I feel about her? You know, what do I feel about them? And then when they realize they're not really listening to their own truth, then it scares them. Mine blocked me. And you know what? I was good with it. I actually felt relief in that moment, because then I knew he ain't running from me. He's running from himself. So,
Yeah.
you know, and that was all the confirmation I needed, because I don't need you to lay it out for me. You just answered it. So, understand that even if it's not what you're expecting, you're still gonna get the answer you want. So,
You are, you know,
Mhm.
with the old temperance card right there. It's really the divine's job to put these unions together, not yours, right? You can go ahead. I think you're going to reach out and tell him, you know, I do. And after that, huh? Then go get your nails done for you.
Mhm.
Go get your hair done for you. Go get your deep tissue massage and all of that, you know, for you. Love on yourself. This union is absolutely going to come together, and you know it. That's why you reached out today, because you are loving on yourself. But have fun with this journey right here is really what I see, my friend. I do see the victory. It's all over this thing, in my opinion.
And I do want to, I realize that I said you will get the answer that you want. It's not always what we want, it's what we need. Okay, let me clarify that. Okay, so do like Ramblin' Mike says. Do what you gotta do when you feel compelled to do it. But ultimately, no matter what response you get, take care of yourself.
Yeah, go spoil the shit out of yourself.
Yes.
Mhm.
All right, guys. So that is it for tonight. Thank you, everyone, for being here and showing up for yourselves and getting all this healing on. Thank you for supporting all of us in this process. We love y'all so much. We wish you the best of luck, and we hope you all have a great night.
Enjoy the journey.
Bye.
Namaste.
What makes this work?